Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Geekery number 120. Yeah, we keep getting older. So we got the gang all here, and we'll say hi to everyone in the chat, but let me introduce my panel. We'll go around clockwise. Start with...
Oh, what's up?
What's up?
Sorry, I thought we're all speaking in rock tonight, but hey.
Yeah, well, doing rocks.
Yeah, well. My
So
dear
we'll be talking about
friends.
that a little bit tonight.
What's that now?
Well, you were my special correspondent since I couldn't see the movie, so I should have bought you the popcorn to report on it for us.
Well, I was so disappointed. The popcorn was decent. The drink was okay, but there was no snow caps. It was very sad.
Oh, I hate it when there's no.
How do you have a movie theater without snow caps? I mean, you can't get them anywhere else but movie theaters. They don't have them there.
Yep. That's a travesty.
What is the world coming to?
Yep. And let's say hi to Dad Man.
Never that way.
God damn it, Mark. Jeez. Mark, I thank you for that interjection, but I'm just lost it when you asked Clavy about popcorn because all I got stuck in my head is that popcorn bucket.
The worm popcorn
bucket.
Well, yeah, that's the best image I saw. Was somebody stuck a Boba Fett in it, kind of imitating the Sarlacc.
Oh yeah,
yes, it's come with a lot more other playful remarks to it. But yes,
I can only imagine what those are. Yeah,
but yeah, snow caps. You gotta have snow caps in a movie theater.
It's uncomfortable.
It's what communists are running the movie theaters. You gotta have it.
AMC theaters, you are a disgrace.
Well, I had one time I love snow caps. That's one of my favorites. That's how I know we're friends with Clobbering Times. And a couple of times I got them, they were just like so old and worn out. It was like stale snow caps. Those are like among the worst things to get too. So
Andy, I don't go to dollar stores because they're like Mark was just saying, it's usually stale candy. But I love I don't know. I love them so much. I'm tempted because I can't find snow caps. So hey, look, there's the great time master right there.
Oh, Go Away is here. Awesome. Yep.
But don't go away. Go away.
Don't go away. Yep. Don't go away.
What's up, Cap?
I'm just tweeting this out. Then we'll say hi to everyone in the chat. We gotta say hi to the mighty Thor here.
Greetings, one and all.
Yo.
How's it going?
What's up, dude?
It is going well. I'm just typing in my greetings to the people in the chat who I missed.
Yes, it was. Hey, Cap, Time Master, it was my honor to be there. Enjoyed it.
Awesome.
And great friends here in the chat tonight.
Yeah, let's say everyone hi to everyone in the chat. So we've got FKH, aka Tim.
Tim,
take me to your leader, hail, and hail to Gap After Dark.
Hey,
and of course, Geek and I is here, and he unfortunately he blew out his voice. Probably singing karaoke. No, I was actually recording a video, so he's taking a rest tonight. But I had sent him, Bob and Dub McKenzie. Let's drink some metric beers, and hopefully that'll make you feel better.
Feel better, sir. Feel better.
Yeah.
And Guagnar is here, and again, thank you, Guagnar, for this also.
That's the Geek and I podcast. Is that from Strange Brew?
No, that's our friend who was on. He was on the show last week. I don't think you were. I don't think you could make it last week. Yeah.
But
No,
the Kulu
yeah.
Cuckoo is from
Cuckoo.
David Bob.
Yeah, Bob and Doug McKenzie. Yep.
Coochie Boochie Coochie Coo, Captain.
Yeah. And hail to
You
Brogu.
You named the child Madeline Akar.
Let's see. Leonard James Eckhart.
You know what? When my daughter was born, I actually texted Clavi and said, "We named the child Leonard James."
Leonard James Eckhart.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I think you can be both insufferably pleased with yourself for at least a month.
I will be insufferably pleased with myself for the rest of my life. Hail, Brogu.
Oh, I got to clip that. That's one of those ones to clip. Yeah.
Brogu from my hometown.
Yeah.
Hail, Brian Hepburn.
Brian.
Was not from your hometown.
No, well, as far as we know, we don't know. He might be.
His name
is
Brian Hepburn, I believe is European.
So am I. So are you. Really, sort of.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And Cinemark does not have hot tamales. That's
I got to check that out. We usually go to Cinemark when ours. So.
Now,
are you saying they don't have Argyle?
Are you saying they don't actually have real hot tamales, as in the dish or the candy? I know he's talking about the candy.
Yeah, candy.
Thank you. Go away. Appreciate you, brother.
Got to double check that.
Yeah, you don't want to have a malleable headache. Yeah, you don't want one of those. Yeah, maximum time headache. So I have not gotten to see Dune 2 yet. My much better half, I said, well, maybe I can set up like a date night at the movies with a movie that I might want to see. So I'm like, let's watch Dune, the first Dune, not the 1984 Dune, but the first new Dune, I guess, not the miniseries. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel, which some people really liked. And she was not impressed. She's like, this movie was really long and nothing happened.
Hard to argue with that.
On the first Dune movie. There's that cool battle, but I guess part of it is maybe seen on the big screen has got to help. So, she said, I'm like, so I'm guessing this means you don't want to go see Dune 2 in the movie theater, even though I'm buying. She's like, yep, not going.
Yes, you got it. You guessed it. Bingo.
You guessed right. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty harsh. That sounds like when I asked the missus if she was sure she didn't want to go see Indy Jones 5. You should have heard. I can't say the answer. I got
very
here.
Smart of her.
Oh, I didn't even get the question out all the way.
Well, very wise of her. I wish I hadn't. Don't see that.
So, Dadman, you have not seen Dune, I'm assuming.
I've not seen the first one either.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's really a franchise I've not gotten in. I remember the 84 version where Sting was involved. I'd never watched it, but no, I've only heard about the jokes about the popcorn bucket, and I've seen a few tweets and scuttlebutt about it on social media, but that's about it.
Live today.
So Clobber Times, you give us your official Sunday Night Geekery correspondence reporting.
Well, there's a lot of things to put in context. First, Mike, I've never read the book. My connection with Dune is back in the 85 movie. I did go to see it one time. The David Lynch film, we should say. I guess it was 84, 85 or so. It's memorable. It just wasn't really my cup of tea. And I saw it the one time, never watched it again. Did not watch the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries. So, and had not only had I not seen the first of the new two films. Again, with nothing against it or anything, I just had no plans to ever see it. Then a dear friend of ours that I used to work with, that also works with my son, for some reason he asked us to go see the second film with him, which came out this week, for those who don't know. And so therefore, the Saturday before that, because we went today, my son and I went ahead. Obviously, you're not going to watch the second without watching the first. So we sat down at home and watched Dune Part 1. And I personally did not. I have a very similar, I think, reaction that your better half had. Didn't care much for it for reasons I don't necessarily need to go into here. I don't want to go too far into it or anything. It's simple, Steve. Nevertheless, we had this, and it's going to do quite well, by the way. Dune 2 is going to do very well.
Yeah, it is.
We went in IMAX. I hate IMAX, by the way, but my son got to.
I love IMAX.
I mean, that thing, but shakes a lot. But So we went to IMAX.
Sound like my dad.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like a shaking movie. Anyway, I mean, I did like it when it was in Sense Around. When I saw Earthquake and Battlestar Galactica back in the 70s and those big Sense Around, that was way shakier.
My dad would bring earplugs to the movies sometimes.
I don't blame him. So we went to see 2 today, and for 11:30 in the morning in my neck of the woods to have the kind of, it wasn't completely packed, sold out, but it was pretty packed, and that's, and it's been doing very well, and most people are liking this film. I did not hate it. I thought the second part, I guess because I could, on my little garbage lousy TV, in the middle of the day with the sun's blasting through the windows on that thing, and you can't see much, and maybe that had a little bit to do with it, but it's not everything. I have problems with I just don't like the actors, the main actors, and some of the other actors are fine. I don't like that kid right there. Look at that guy. I know he's this heartthrob that all these kids like, and he's being called the next quote unquote Leo. Well, I never liked Leo. Just me. That's supposed to be like, he's not Luke Skywalker. He's not any kind of I'm talking about as far as someone, who could, you could buy into as a young upstart hero that eventually is going to evolve into this badass type or whatever, in Star Wars.
He weighs at least 120 pounds.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, he's just, and Zendaya is another one. She's neither. Those are the 2 leads. Everyone else, there's some good actors around them. I don't get into them. I get into them in the first one, and I didn't get into them in the second one. Like I said, haven't read the books. So, but Kyle MacLachlan and Sean Young are those characters in the Lynch one. And say what you want about the Lynch film, I can buy into them being, they look the parts. They look like, they look like movie stars. They look like, heroes types and stuff. And, they're actually one guy, Kyle MacLachlan looks like a kind of a badass, tough young man. And she looks like Sean Young is she looks like a woman. These 2 look like, 12-year-olds to me. I just can't get into them as characters. I thought the writing was just sort of okay, but I mean, the characterization was pretty weak. I found the movie to be bland in its colors and in its looks really good in terms of its visuals, but there's nothing distinctive. You could say another thing about the Lynch film. You can't mistake it for anything else. It is really distinctive. It really leaves an impression on you in terms of how the weirdness of that Lynch brings to a movie. This movie just looks dull and boring. There's no fancy colors all over the place, and maybe it's not supposed to be, but he adds a certain style to a movie. Does Lynch? This has no particular style, and it's just kind of, it's a big kind of sulky war epic that is kind of plotting to me in some ways. But again, I'm not. Here's one thing I'll tell you about what I hear from people who read the book. I've heard this from countless people. There's almost like two schools of thought on the book. People who read the book and absolutely love it, and therefore they have their own issues with the movie for that reason. The adaptation, can be cruel. Or people who tried to read the book. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have told me, I tried a few times, I just couldn't read it. Again, I just couldn't get into it. It's dense. It's got a different type of narrative that they did sort of employ in the Lynch film that they abandoned for this one. So overall, personally, a lot of people are really liking this film. So don't listen to me. If you're interested in it, I think if you like that first movie, which a lot of people did, you'll probably like the second one. It just didn't do a thing for me, primarily because I go in there with no really interest in the subject matter to begin with. Just want to see a good movie, and I see it, and I'm like, I'm just kind of bored with it. It bored me a little bit, both of them, especially the first one, which was a lot of setup. A lot of people have said that could have been a far shorter movie. This one could have been shorter. And secondly, I didn't really care the 2 leads, this guy and Zendaya. They just bore me silly. So not my bag. It's not a bad movie. I don't think it's a bad movie by any stretch of the imagination. It moves well. And I think, again, if you're into that, in that subject matter, you're likely to disagree with me. I'm an outlier. J-Man and I are kind of on the outlier of that one. Most people are liking it. So just my take.
Well, thank you. Yep, and thank you for. Well, it sounds like it wasn't you bad, even though you had good popcorn. It's just
popcorn was.
Just not
I didn't have snow caps. If I had snow caps, I probably would give I'll give this a 5 out of 10. I mean,
so 5 out of 10 I got the new Dadman logo here, so do 5 out of 10
If
Zuni dolls.
if I'd have gotten if I'd have
There you
gotten
go,
into
Dadman.
those two characters better, I would have liked the movie better. But it was still wouldn't have. You know. But I can't. I understand how I feel
Do you
when
think-
something I love has been adapted and badly. So I'm the fans of the books are the people that concern me. I don't care if I go see a movie and don't get it because I haven't read the books. Fans of the books not getting, what they want, But anyway, what's that, Damon?
So do you think that maybe some of it had to do with the lead actors that you just couldn't relate to or take to?
Absolutely does.
See, I liked this guy in the Wonka movie. I thought he was okay in that movie. And I'm like you. I didn't like DiCaprio, but this guy, I just didn't annoy me as much as DiCaprio did. But now her, it's like, I don't know why they've glorified her as this wonderful leading actress. I don't.
She's the next big thing.
But I also know that sometimes you don't fit into every single movie because you look back to the original character.
He looks like a badass, Kyle MacLachlan right there.
Yeah, yeah. I did like the setup of the Dune, the Lynch movie a little bit more.
There's certain characters to it. If you don't mean characters in the sense that they're characters, you know what I mean. There's like the movie has a certain style and characters.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Alaric did not like it.
Yeah, Alaric, he says, the difference in audience reactions, mostly those that read the book don't like the movie because of the changes made to the story, while those who haven't read the book are not familiar with the story.
And I'm one of those rare ones that didn't read the book and still just didn't care much for the film. And mainly it is because all the other actors around them are really good. I just don't like I know all the little girls really love Timothée Chalamet, and everyone, Zendaya is just looks like she's like a little boy to me.
Well, we're too old now, too, I guess, right? So
Sydney Sweeney had been in it.
Well,
she wouldn't fit into the suit, though.
It almost sounds like some of the things like with the comic book stuff. You guys know all the lore, all the stuff, and sometimes
It's
when I walk in and I don't know, and I'm sometimes more apt to like something or be a lot more forgiving than the people that know what's been changed or destroyed in the whole thing. And so your reaction is not unexpected. I don't think. I mean,
and a lot of people like it though. I can admit that. I can be like, it just doesn't do it for me. But I don't. I'm glad that some fans are happy with it. But I mean, I don't know. Look at that. They don't really. I look at them and I'm like, he's boring and she's boring. I mean, she's even more boring than him.
I agree with you. I agree with you as actors. I mean, forget them, take them out of any universe and stuff like this. As actors, see, that's what I said about the Ahsoka series. It was just bad Star Wars. It just was not even Star Wars. It's just bad writing, bad pacing, and everything, and bad acting. And like here, I can buy him in better roles with that, but her, it's just like, I mean, I see her cast, and I don't even want to watch it. I
don't blame you. I mean, it's just like it doesn't have any. No style to the movie either. I mean, it was maybe not supposed to have that. Maybe David Lynch is a nut, and he added his own nutty vision to it. But like I said, that's a movie. You see it whether you like it or not, you won't forget it. This one, I'm gonna forget it by Tuesday. I mean, I'm just like, oh yeah, I saw it. I think I saw it. Yeah, did I see that? Yeah, I did see it. Yeah.
So Alex says, the main character Shani isn't the same Shani in the book. It's just Zendaya. I can never say it.
Yes,
Zendaya. Being Zendaya, does she have an epic rap song at the end? Because at the end of the first season of
what?
No, I'm kidding.
Well, she's a good singer, actually. The end of the first season of what was the show that she's on HBO? My kid's like, you're not supposed to be watching that.
She wasn't in a Marvel movie.
It was and Sydney Sweeney, Euphoria. The end of the first season of Euphoria. There's this huge, massive dance number, which is pretty good. But that's Sydney Sweeney's on that show.
Nice. Now I'm gonna watch it almost.
I'm gonna watch Euphoria now.
If Zendaya wasn't in the Marvel and Spider-Man movies, I wouldn't know who she is.
So my kids are like, Dad, you're not supposed to be watching. That's not for you. It's not a show made for you. Like, I'm just trying to stay culturally relevant.
Yeah, but look, again, I want to reiterate, man, a lot of people are really loving this thing, and it's going to do very, very well. Yeah. So more power to them. At least, again, there actually is some woke drivel in there in terms of fans of the books don't like that they recast. They did some changes of some characters for DEI reasons. So
Yep. So it's been released and it's done 32 million, 28 million, and 20 million. So I think it
Wow.
already beat out Madam Web. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. I mean, the theater I went and
the
saw it in
weekend.
today for that one feature beat out Madam Web, and it wasn't even sold out.
Yeah,
Well,
4,000 theaters. Yeah.
That one feature.
I hate to act ignorant, but what's Madam Web? So,
Really? Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Point made.
it's like, what is it?
Exactly.
Come on, Dad, man. You know what Madam Web is.
No, I don't. I really
Well,
don't. I didn't know until I heard something about a movie coming out. And like, it wasn't even something I expected. But
actually, Dune 2 has not beaten Madam Web yet. I stand corrected. It's $91 million.
Well,
I'll show you what Madam Web is in a second.
it'll have it
of
beat
course,
by
yeah.
Monday.
Yeah. I'm joking, but yeah. So they Dune. Oh wait, no, Dune Part 2.
I beat it.
Double stand corrected. $178 million. What's the total here? 400. Oh, that worldwide. Okay, this is the total column here. Yeah,
Domestic, it's about to beat it though.
Yeah, no, it did beat it. It did beat it.
Yeah,
It beat it.
beat it
Yeah,
all across the
178.
board.
Yeah. That means I got to play my math is hard.
3 nights versus what was that? 3 nights versus a whole week. Madam Web's been out a week too.
A week.
Two?
Yeah.
It's been out since Valentine's Day, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, how long has it been out?
That's
see.
2
It's been
weeks.
out-
Well, seeing that fell behind the Bob Marley movie that came out the same night.
Yeah.
It's true.
So how many days has it been out? Let's see. Does it show you?
So you have heard of Madam Web, but very few people have.
18 days. 18
Hey.
days. Yeah.
Hey, Corey Cochran. Hey there.
Hey Corey, how are you?
Hell, Corey. Yep. YouTube forgot to tell you you're streaming. Yep. Well, that's oh, I got to put it on. I didn't put it out on the Discord. I got to put that out. But
Oopies.
yeah, so Madam Web. Yeah, that. So 2024 box office. Dune is already the #1 movie.
Oh yeah. It's
After
gonna,
being open just for the weekend,
it's
and
gonna
Bob Marley's a
do very
huge
well.
hit.
Yeah.
Argyle. I thought Argyle would have done a little bit better, but that was a smaller movie. But
That's a movie the missus wants to see.
Yeah, that looks like fun. Yeah, and what the
I've
hell
heard
is
some
Mean
people say
Girls?
it was
Is that
terrible, but
a
I've seen
musical?
Mean Girls. It's an
Is that
old
Mean
movie,
Girls
right?
a musical?
No, they redid it. They
okay, remake. Huh?
another one of those remake things.
Shocker,
Yeah.
a remake.
It's a remake.
Yeah.
Oh
many
my
remakes?
god!
Oh, it's remakes, man.
And Argyle, you heard was bad. Argyle looks super
No,
funny.
I mean I'm seeing some people say it was terrible.
It's terrible,
That's why I think you just have to watch it yourself and see. 'Cause, you know,
Yeah.
it's
If
like
you're interested, yeah.
Dune
Look
hit you one
fun.
way, and people you got people that agree with you or disagree with you having different reactions with Dune too. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
oh
You just
yeah,
have
yeah. Like, if I want to watch it that bad, I watch it myself.
And hail to Brian Hepburn.
Just don't give Andy Jones 5 the chance, right?
I trust Brian though.
Yeah. Oh, I do.
Yeah.
It's like I trust Mark. When I hear Mark say something, I listen. So
You don't want to trust him.
At least one person listens. I don't think my wife does, but yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, clearly she doesn't. So she watched
Yeah.
Dune because you. Well, in that case, it wasn't you. You didn't see it either. So you both watched at the same time. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's really thrilled with you.
uh,
Did
She's
she
like,
even
"This
like
was so
watch the whole
boring."
thing?
Oh yeah, she stayed and watched the whole thing. Yeah.
Does she go like get on her phone and stuff like people do?
No, she doesn't. She yells at me when I'm on the computer when we're watching a movie. She's like, "Get off the computer," because I have a computer on my desk. I have a not a nightstand. What do you call it? Table?
right.
What's a little table you?
nice,
All right.
not a nightstand.
Not a nightstand. What would you
Nightstand
call
table
it?
thingy. I don't know.
Table. Yeah, a little side table. Whatever. See, I can't talk. I'm on YouTube, but so I have a computer on that, like a little all-in-one PC.
Right.
So I'm always on there checking shit, or like if something happens, I'm fact checking it in the movie or seeing what
Yeah.
happened in history. And
Looks like the Beekeeper did okay too.
yeah, Beekeeper are good, and I trust Brian Hepburn. He says Argyle wasn't good. It looked like a great trailer, but great
I saw-
preview. But
I think I only saw Gary's review, but a couple people, other people didn't like it. And Gary likes
one to
Matthew
watch on
Vaughn,
streaming.
so yeah,
yeah.
just watch
One
it
you
on
can
stream.
watch on streaming, I guess. Yeah, but it's too bad that wasn't good. But yeah, well, it's not.
Actually, Doomcock kind of liked it, if I remember right. So you know,
He did kind of like Argyle.
I think he thought it was all right.
Yeah.
So there you go. You never know.
Yeah. Well, the
Avoid
year
Doomcock.
is young, but
I think he liked
Dad,
it.
man, you did know what Madam Web was, right? Or you're joking? You didn't know what Madam Web was?
He had to run for a sec.
Oh, they had to run for a second. Oh,
what about you, Steve? Did you know about? Had you heard of Madam Web?
Madam Web's an old Spider-Man villain.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about the movie.
I've heard of the movie. So that man is not a comic book guy. He knows Star Trek.
No, yeah.
So
I'm talking about the movie, though. Yeah, the movie.
Yeah. I knew the movie was out. I've heard about it, and the last movie I saw in the theater was Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then before that,
Zendaya.
Endgame. Yeah, Zendaya.
Zendaya, thank you.
You know,
or some will say Zendaya. Yeah.
The worms. You see all that stuff with the worms. You hardly get to see worms in this thing.
How many? Oh, did you get worms in part 2?
Well, I mean, you don't get a good shot, a good look. I don't think you get a good enough look at them for my taste. I mean, they're sort of there. They ride them, but you don't really. I mean, they're. I don't know. It just seems brief. A couple of brief shots of them here and there. I think
that's why you got to buy the popcorn bucket, so you have one at your side all the time.
The worm popcorn bucket. Yeah. Yeah.
So Corey says, what's it? No, one to me on movies, I got bad taste in them. 10.5 The Rock, San Andreas are my top 5. Brian Hepburn says Cavill is barely in 10 minutes of Argyle. Oh, wait and switch.
Okay.
That man, you're telling me you didn't know Madam Web for real, or you just joking?
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Let me show you some pictures of Madam Web.
But one thing to Brian Hepburn's point there is I didn't count on any of. They had so many big name actors. There's not enough oxygen in the room. I could not see how you would expect any of the big characters, big names for very long. So, but yeah, I don't know Madam Web. Although I was just watching the end of the Mars Attacks. I'm just laughing at Slim Women.
But she's not even really a villain. She's just like a character who goes and makes.
Well, I think Phantom Outsider is like a Spider-Man adjacent. Is that? I don't.
Well, she's a character in Spider-Man, and she's kind of like an Obi-Wan Kenobi to Luke Skywalker. In terms of trying to give guidance, and she can see the future.
Right.
She's blind and disabled.
Well, can I ask you a question before you go too far into it? Okay. Because I know Peter Parker was bitten by the spider because of Spider-Man, but was this Madam Web something a person that existed before Peter Parker, or is this a new creation after it, or
early 80s when she first appeared? In the early 80s.
They're trying to expand the Spideyverse in the comics. So, then they had who was the first Spider Woman was
Jessica Drew was the first one. They changed her origin a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't she get her powers through S.H.I.E.L.D. originally?
Initially, then they they messed up. She's got a very convoluted origin at first.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then you had Julia Carpenter, who Sydney Sweeney was playing as another.
They changed her last name for some reason in the movie,
which is weird.
But there's that picture of her up there. In sort of a costume that's not even in the movie. It's like a scene for 2 seconds in the movie.
It's a flash forward.
Yes, it's a flash forward.
Madam Web seeing the future. Yep.
Right up there in that black outfit.
Yeah, and so they're kind of like the Scooby Gang, basically. I've skimmed through the movie.
There she is.
Yeah, and then
you don't get any good scene like that in the movie.
Yeah, and they said she's like, you got to put us in costume for part of the movie, and it looks like it's all CGI. Like I wonder if they're actually wearing the costume. It looks like it's all done by CGI. I was able to view part of the movie, and it's just barely in it.
Well, Mark, are you going to watch Madam Web? No.
I'll watch it eventually. Yeah. I mean,
you're not going to go to theaters for it.
Oh God, no. But I mean, if it's streamed, I'll just put it on the background when I'm working on the 3D model or something.
So basically, they create Madam Web as a means to expand the Spider-Verse after you have Peter Parker. It's not like an alternative universe, like
No. She was always in
stuff.
She was always in the comics. Creation in the comics. So let me find.
Well, did she pre-exist Peter Parker in theory when?
No. She was created. No. Oh, you're saying, but did she exist before Peter Parker?
Right.
She was an old lady when he met her. So I mean, in that, As far as that, she was older than him, if that's what you mean.
Well, I mean, how long did she have her powers? Did she get her powers
Apparently
after?
a long time.
Mm.
I mean, she popped, but her first appearance was in like the early '80s in the Spider-Man comic, and then they put. I remember they put her on the Spider-Man cartoon at the '90s, and Joan Lee did her voice, Stan Lee's wife.
Yeah, so she first appeared in Spidey 210, which is not going up in value now.
No.
Denny O'Neil and John Romita Jr. Supporting character in the Spider-Man comic book series, where she appears as an elderly woman with Myasthenia gravitas, skeletal muscular weakness. She's in a wheelchair, connected to a life support system resembling a spider web. She's a clairvoyant and precog mutant who first appears to help Spider-Man find a kidnapping victim. She's not one of the mutants who lost her power during the Decimation storyline. In Grim Hunt, she's attacked by Anna Kravinoff and her mother Sasha, who kills her. But before she dies, she's able to pass her powers of precog as well as her blindness on to Julia Carpenter, who becomes the next Madam Web. Web is subsequently resurrected by Ben Reilly, who is a clone of Spider-Man, before succumbing to the carrion virus. And the carrion virus was a virus that attacks clones, if I'm correct.
That was after the Clone Saga, I think.
Yeah, and they had this virus that was killing all the clones. Webb is the grandmother of the fourth Spider-Woman, Charlotte Whittier. So if you think Captain Infinity, a.k.a. Go White, gets scrambled by time travel, just wait to clones. You bring up clones in the Spideyverse and the infamous Spider-Man clone saga, which went on for years, and there were all these clones of Spider-Man running around. And then for a while you thought that Peter Parker, that you've loved and followed since 1960s, is actually not the real Peter Parker. It's actually Ben Reilly, who is the clone of Peter Parker.
I'm already lost to begin with.
So how's everyone's brain feeling out there? Yep.
Well, and that's the thing is, I don't understand how. I mean, if you make a standalone movie, you might be able to get the normies, I guess, if you call them, and people that don't know something for standalone movies. But you start to explain the whole line to me, and my eyes start glossing over. Like clones are clones and clones, and then you tell me that it's not Peter Parker. It's just, sometimes people just want some basic entertainment. Not so complicated stuff. Not that every movie has to be solid in reality, because nothing would be. But it's just like, sometimes just keep it simple. But
no, this is. I mean, she's not a bad character in the comic.
No.
It's supposed to be, mutant. But then what they're trying to do is have this whole Spidey universe, and they're trying to set it up. But what they should have done was Sydney Sweeney being, a very hot actress right now, literally and figuratively. And figuratively, is that a word?
She hosted Saturday Night Live, and they got some ratings last night.
Yeah,
and it was actually. I didn't even watch it. I wish I had almost, because they said it was pretty funny, and you should saw a couple of clips.
Well, she made fun of Madam Web, so in her intro, I can't play anything about
she
SNL. So she said, maybe you might have seen me in Euphoria and her other movie. She's like, you obviously didn't see me in Madam Web.
Yeah, you definitely did. She said you definitely didn't see me in Madam Web. And she's got a big movie out right now. It's making a lot of money, some rom-com thingy.
Yeah. So the funny thing was, then she had the next screen, she had like a slide of her way to get into Hollywood, and she was showing her parents. This was a joke, obviously, like get an agent, make commercials, get a TV job, get into movies. And the next slide was, what if that fails? And the next slide was boobs. Word boobs.
She did a Hooters skit.
Yeah, so at least she can.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So at least she can, make fun. I mean, she's, part of the reason why you're popular too is how you look, right? So, yeah.
Oh boy, she's something. Homina.
Yeah, so Madam Web has been around, and then the worst part of it is then they added this character Ezekiel.
He sucks.
If you want me to go on a rant, so what was
JMS? I love Denny O'Neil, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I can't spell it.
Even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone.
Yeah, so she's I kind of hated this character. So then, Dad, man, this is gonna really spin your brain. So then, what they did, this character appeared in that was Amazing Spider-Man number 30. That was on that was the reboot. Yeah, the first reboot. Yep. Volume 2.
That was
number
volume
30.
2, number 30, the stupid McFarlane restart thing.
Yeah. This is McFarlane. This is amazing. The first volume 2. McFarlane wasn't he
Volume 1.
just a Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, it was just called Spider-Man. First appearance. Oh, Amazing Spider-Man number 30. Would that be a Ditko issue?
Volume 2, yeah. So volume 2, yep. So 2001. So this character, what they're saying, he gained powers similar to Spider-Man using
volume 2.
Yeah. So it was all a ritual. So like the Spider Society. So there's when they rebooted, when they started with all their new number ones again. So that was the first time they rebooted it. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
1999 or 98. They went to Amazing Spider-Man number 1 again. Bastages. Yep.
Idiots.
Yeah. The nature of the animal totems. People gain supernatural abilities from a mystic link to certain animals. He suggested that the spider that bit Peter was not mutated by radiation, but actually trying to give Peter its powers before the radiation killed it. This meant that Spider-Man was now part of the supernatural food chain and become a target for other totems. There can be only one, Highlander, and beings who feed on totems. That is why many of Spider-Man foes are based on animals to some sense level. They sensed Peter to be a true totem, thus motivated to destroy him as they were merely imposters. Oh my God. So I just wanted to, bang my head against the wall when I started reading this stuff. Wow. He suddenly aided Spider-Man fighting a being known as Morlun, a vampire-like entity that fed on totems, apparently at the cost of his life. It was later revealed that he survived and departed for Africa, where he aided Spider-Man in dealing with Shathra, another supernatural-based menace, by leading Peter to an area where he would have advantage over Shathra. I think she was like a spider. Wouldn't she look like a spider thing? But so Ezekiel was like supposed to be like a Ben Grimm with Spidey powers, and Dad Man just became a world devourer. So thank you, Dad Man.
Well, I should have been a long time ago. I did originally. Then that little glitch that happened with the monetization, and I didn't realize.
Dad Man's back.
Yes, back. But yeah, I see that actually. It does kind of look like a Ben Grimm.
Well, I got to play something for you for joining the channel again.
Groovy. All right.
Since you're here, we've got to play. Let's see. We're going to play something here. Let's see.
Where'd they go?
Right there.
Oh, screw you!
There you go. That's what you do in Fortnite with the gas stations.
Yeah. Oh, Dad Man, you can use your own icon now. Then that means.
Oh yeah, I can.
As a channel member, yeah. There
exactly.
you go.
So, yeah,
those are one of the perks of membership. Yep.
Exactly. It was so funny. I didn't realize, when the monetization thing happened, it was like, but yeah, there we go.
Thank you again for that, Dad Man. You didn't have to do that, but much appreciated.
No.
Everyone put Dad Man's in the chat if you're a channel member. Yep.
Yeah.
But so this Ezekiel, it was just trying to make.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea if it's not Spider-Man. Like if you had another group of villains who are all based on, animal totems, but it's basically retconning Spider-Man's whole reason d'etre. It's just a horrendous setup, and I hated this character. Of course, because the other Spider characters, Spider-Man's spider sense wouldn't work against the other, Ezekiel and Morlun, and it was just God, I hated it. And that's so Ezekiel's in the new movie. This guy's in the movie, but of course, as a young guy, he's not in there as an old guy. They have him in as a young guy in like this all black. This is Ezekiel in the movie. Oh God, just shoot me. Well, don't, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, it was just horrendous. Yeah,
doesn't even look close.
Baggio.
What's the costume supposed to be? I mean, it looks like a Spider-Man all-shot wannabe, but in the other art, it looked like he was, didn't have a costume.
Yeah, right. It's like random webs trying to be cool, and it's not working, right?
Yeah.
So, well, they keep adding these characters, like they did the. I've never watched the Morbius movies. I hear they're not so good, But
Movies.
you know, yeah.
Oh, well, man, I tell you what though, I look at
cool.
the image. Look at the image with Madam Web in the middle with that spider web throne. I
Going
see
one
that now.
Marvelous.
I might have seen that somewhere before. It just looks familiar.
What?
That
Which one?
the image in the middle with the Madam Web on the
That was
throne
in
there.
that was in a cartoon.
Yeah,
That's from the Spider-Man cartoon. You may have actually seen that cartoon or something.
Yeah, not realized, but either way, spiders freak me out. So that's
90s.
that's a pretty freaky picture there to me. So
Was only one Morbius movie or Venom? I'm thinking.
Yeah, Venom has
one
two.
Morbius. Venom has two. I apologize. Or three.
For some reason.
I think right. No, there's two Venoms and one Morbius. Yeah, people said
I never watched them. I never liked any of those characters.
Morbius. I said, is like a good bad movie to watch allegedly, but
it's not worth
it made almost $160 million. So, but yeah, he's always like a living vampire in the Marvel universe. Morbius. He's an interesting
an anti-hero. It's
comic,
interesting enough, but I mean,
yeah, not to have a whole movie.
No.
The problem is Sony owns.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sony owns the Spider-Man license, so you
Plus, it's Jared Leto. I can't stand him. I have no.
wait, Jared Leto, that was a Joker, wasn't it? A great Joker.
Well, I don't think he was a garbage Joker.
No, I know. I'm just.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, you might like him.
Yeah. Well, no, I know. I was kidding because he looked anything but like the Joker. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Terribly,
says,
terribly.
Morbius wasn't good, but it's pretty fun. That's what I heard, yeah.
It's a fair call.
Yeah, Venom was pretty good, but the sequel with Carnage wasn't. The first movie was watchable. The first Venom movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's just without Spider-Man there. It's
but you can't wait to see Craven.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Craven. It's just these movies without the heroes in them just don't make sense. I guess they want to have the backstory for the villain, but you do that in the movie. With
villains,
the good guy.
Villains exist for the heroes to fight.
Yeah,
that's why they are created. That's it. And they're good. The better the villain, the better the story for the hero. But in heroic fiction, that's the function of the villain. And all these, this kind of moral relativist asshead stuff that Hollywood likes to do, trying to make villains more sympathetic and not, all this other kind of garbage just doesn't really fit. But they made a movie that had nothing, a villain in title only, didn't even have anything to do with the real character, called Joker, and it made $1 billion for some. Yeah. I'm almost as shocked by that as I am Captain Marvel making $1 billion. Now, Captain Marvel's a worse movie, although I don't like Joker. I think it's staggeringly overrated. It's I
didn't get the popularity of that movie either. I mean,
I don't get the popularity.
I mean, if you like it, you like it. If it wasn't, again, it's just like a meh movie. It's not the Joker, right?
Nothing to do with the Joker.
It's Taxi Driver with the Joker interspersed over the top.
It's Taxi Driver,
and you got De Niro in it again too. So
they used a DC comic book well-established property name to get a big budget for a bigger budget, I guess, for an art film. What was basically an art film.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, that's not my kind of movie that I really like. I'm not. Again, not that we're trying to, not give an opinion, but is it a bad movie? No, but it's one I want to watch again. Not really. I mean, but with all the entertainment options.
If it just had done very well, I'd be like, okay, but like a sleeper hit maybe. But $1 billion.
Well, there was also became a political issue over that.
It became political, right? It was a political thing, and a lot of people who were, some people tried to use it against people that they don't like by trying to cast them as that character, or casting a certain type of person that we know of that I won't mention as like that character. And a lot of the pushback on that was like, well, they went, a lot of those same people saw it a bunch of times and think the movie's just so great. Was it 2019 it came out? And like I say,
like that,
some people just think some of the people that I'm very friendly with that I like a lot think it's just so great. I'm like, really?
Yep.
Whatever, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, fine. Always
Right.
fine. Not to like what I like, but just don't really get it. I mean, as far as why anyone thinks that movie's so good.
Yeah. And Wagnar's got a good comment here. Yeah. JMS, Jan Michael Straczynski added some good stuff to Parker in the comics. Making him a teacher. That was interesting. Yeah, I like that. But his addition to Spider-Man lore crap. Ezekiel, the Goblin twins. Oh, that was horrible, horrendous. And One More Day.
Moreland's terrible too.
Moreland's yeah. So
I hated Moreland.
That meant you loved Eight-Legged Freaks. Did you like
Eight-Legged Freaks?
No. Did you like that movie? That was all right movie.
Anything was dude. It was all I could do to watch Lord of the Rings. Yeah, with the Return of the King. Oh, Shelob. Oh boy.
Well, you'd love the Incredible Shrinking Man. That was a great.
Oh, that was Eight-Legged Freaks. That was actually the girl from Sliders. Was the lead.
Scarlett Johansson was in that too. But yeah, Carrie Wurr.
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson.
You know where I saw Carrie Wurr the first time?
Sliders. Or
Sliders?
No, Carrie Wurr was on the old MTV game Remote Control.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was a cutie.
Yes, definitely she was.
She was great on Sliders. Yep.
I love her.
Yeah, and so I think Scarlett Johansson's probably like 15 or 16 in this movie.
Pretty young. I don't know exactly how old she was.
Very young, Scarlett. Right here, yeah.
Yeah.
18, maybe she's 18 and I don't know.
The biggest fan of Spiders myself, but I thought it was an all right movie. That and I didn't like Arachnophobia as much as a lot of people did, but it's okay, I guess.
It was fun. This was a fun movie. Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, but I could see where if you don't like spiders, it would flip you.
Man, because I grew up. Did y'all have those old black and white real projectors at home growing up?
Yeah.
My parents did and all that, and that's what we grew up watching. And they had all the weirdest stuff and. Especially the daggone tarantula movies, and they just it's like the Trilogy of Terror being supposed to do it too early, and
Kingdom of the Spiders with William Shatner.
Was Scarlett a child actor, I guess, or she was in some stuff as a child actor.
Yeah, she was in something earlier than this.
Brian Hepburn. Brian Hepburn, if I do a watch party, you all have to come here. You all have to go watch it.
Hey, you're Muslim uncle. Thank you. Yeah. Arachnophobia watch party with Dad Man. Yeah, I'll put that up. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, super sticker. So let's put the super sticker so people can see what the super sticker looks like. Oh, let me do because I always keep the tab. I keep the YouTube tab there. Thank you so much, your Muslim uncle. So let me play some good stuff for your Muslim uncle. As a request there, much appreciated. Yep. Let's do. First I got to upload the Superman. Well, here we go. Would you like some toast?
Would you like some toast? Some nice hot crisp brown buttered toast.
I've got to upload the Superman clip. I have
that. You got to get those other toast ones, the better ones, look from Whitehole.
I haven't had a chance to clip them yet.
I know.
But I will get there though. Yeah, I've been negligent in my clipping duties.
Yes, you have.
I don't clip enough. Let's see. Where's
he loves Red Dwarf. There you go. We got to get you some more of those. See?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got 100 files. I hate it when I get you have 100 files.
Get the quote puncture repair kit on standby, sir.
Let me play.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Steve says he has to Steve, you got to run, dude? You there, Steve-O?
Well, it's just that time. I wake up. Maddie keeps me on an early schedule.
No, I understand.
All good. Yeah.
To cook her breakfast and make her lunch and stuff. I have to get up before she. I'm sorry if I didn't let anybody else talk tonight. That's why they call me verbal. That's why they call me verbal.
I'm just glad to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while, or hear you anyway.
Yeah, you didn't see me tonight either.
True. Well, hear you, see you physically.
Actually, here now you can see me.
There you go.
Hey, before I do go, actually, I got something in the mail that I think is kind of cool. I think I'm the only.
Show it.
I think I'm the only Shazam, or at least John Davey fan.
I'm a fan of him. I think he's great.
He is. He's a great guy, and he wrote a book.
Wait, let me put that full screen. Hold on. The Brotherhood of Broken Nose Stuntman book?
No, he was a boxer. He was a professional boxer. He was Joe Frazier's sparring partner.
Wow.
Wow.
Kalabi, he's taller than us.
Wow.
I stood on my tiptoes to take a picture with the guy. So yeah,
wow.
they don't in the Marines, they don't say you were a Marine, they say you are a Marine. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah, he's a Marine, he was a professional boxer, he was an actor, and now he wrote a book, and it's a fiction. It's a story, so I haven't read it yet, but
Wow. Nice.
yeah, so I'm sure you know me, I'm going to do a review when it's done about, he didn't pull any punches, hitting below the belt. It's going to be just corny and tacky, but yeah, I'm gonna send it to him. He told me he would sign it for me for free.
Nice.
He's just a good guy. He's just all around. That I became a bigger fan of his when I met him, and he's just such a cool. He treats his fans with so much respect.
The real Captain Marvel.
Yeah, and a lot of people do not. I've met. I probably shouldn't mention any names, but I've met people whom you all have seen in TV and movies and stuff who are just kind of like Clarence Bodiger. Just give me my. Oh, no, that was phone call. Who was it that asked for my money? Anyway, the bitch better have my money. Rain, sleet, snow. No. Anyway.
Did you meet Kurtwood Smith? Or are you just using him as an example?
I'm using him as an example, but I've met a lot of other people, some of whom are really cool, and some of whom were just, maybe I shouldn't mention names, although I kind of already have in the past.
Yeah.
Sure. But John was great. I was more of a fan of the other guy that played him.
Jackson Bostwick.
I didn't want to mention his name because I'm about to trash him, but I know a couple of people that met him. I know a couple of people that met him and said he was just all about the money.
That's for sure. I can attest to that. I had an experience as well with him.
Yeah. So, I met John and we became friends. I met also Michael Gray, who played Billy Batson back in the 70s.
Yes.
And he actually, I bought a picture from him, and I told him about how, in a way, if it weren't for Shazam, I may not even be alive right now because, as Claudia knows, heart disease runs in my family. My dad died a few weeks after turning 50. And I'm the only male member of my family who hasn't had heart disease yet. That's
because you're Thor.
Well, I was an overweight child. Some people can be overweight and have, live forever that way, but not in our family, man. I mean, if I'm 5 pounds overweight, my blood pressure goes through the roof. So Shazam got me into comics. I mean, I knew about Superman, the old TV show, the black and white / color one with George Reeves. Batman, I really didn't think of as like a comic book. It didn't make that connection. And then I saw Shazam, and I was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" The guy says a magic word, and Klobby is old enough. I don't think Mark's quite old enough for Shazam. He might be, but
no, I remember Shazam. No,
I'm sure so. You may not admit it, but I'll bet both of you guys were alone at one point and went, Shazam!
Oh, for sure.
Hey, who hasn't said that?
Yeah, right.
Shazam.
Shazam got me into comics, and then the Incredible Hulk. I was still overweight, and then the Incredible Hulk came out, and that's where I found out that you could change your body by lifting weights. Because I always just thought that muscular guys were just born that way, and I was born fat.
I mean, they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Bodies, as Arnold would say, champions are not born; they are built with sweat and sacrifice and pain.
To pump you up.
Yeah. So in a way, I kind of owe these guys possibly my life. These guys in Lou Ferrigno. And when I told them that, they were just so moved. And Michael, Michael
Gray.
Michael Gray.
Yeah.
I bought a picture of him, and then I bought this one of both of them, and they both signed it. And then Michael Gray said, "Man, that's so cool. Pick something else. I'll sign anything you want and no charge."
Cool.
So
the Joe Dog and Apollo's
Joe
Minion.
Dog. Hey, Apollo's Minion.
Hey, Apollo.
Oh, she's going to be in Vegas again today. You guys better grab lunch.
So sorry, Apollo. It's cold. It's windy. It's just miserable here.
What is it? 80 degrees?
No, apparently they had bad squally weather, high winds out there in Vegas the last couple of days.
I had to walk all the way. I had to walk a block to get my garbage can. It was just blew down the street.
one of our mutual friends lives out there too, Mark, and is exactly like Steve was saying. Is they had weather warnings, power warnings.
Wow,
Yep.
sorry.
All that stuff. So
was that
Blizzard.
related to that blizzard that was going through, or?
Probably, in a way, yeah. I mean, it's funny because John Davey lives in Northern. He lives in the most beautiful place you could ever imagine. Giant redwood trees. It's just beautiful in Northern California. And I saw videos of, closing down, telling you not to travel across the mountains.
It said it was up to 63 degrees in Vegas today, going down to 44.
Yeah, so with the wind chill.
The wind chill. So it's probably warmer for us here today. We had a nice warm day. It was up in the 50s. I rode the motorcycle today. So, but it's a lot different for you guys too, though.
Yeah, I think where I am. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we're going through the winter, and you've had, 20-degree days and 10-degree days, and then all of a sudden it goes up to 50. You're like, oh my God, who turned the heat on? You just feel it in your body, like it's warm with the sun. But for you going, from a nice sunny day in Phoenix and it goes down to 50 degrees, you're probably like, oh my God, I can't believe, what's happening right now.
Yeah, it was a little colder. I think it only got up to about 64, 63 where I am. But I am pointing at the mountains. So I'm not on the Strip, which is what everybody thinks of Las Vegas as the Strip.
Yeah, you're on the Strip. You're gambling every day. Right.
I can actually see snow-covered mountains out my window. And I took Maddie twice to the snow. She's actually not a fan. She's more of a hot weather girl. But so it was colder here. It's cold. It's wet. It's miserable. And follow me. We do have to meet for lunch one of these days when you're in town. Hopefully you'll come by on a weekend. Now Maddie is old enough to where I could bring her, and you'll probably want to take her home with you, but you can't. Maddie's the kind of person that would meet a total stranger and say, "You be the red dinosaur, and I'll be the blue one." and the way she plays with her dinosaurs, she's 3, Dad, man.
She likes Devil Dinosaur.
No, she has plastic dinosaurs. They're around, but the way she plays with that, like there'll be a T-Rex and a pterodactyl, and this is how she plays with her dinosaurs. Hi, do you want to be friends? Yeah, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. You can come over to my house. Okay, let's go. Okay.
She's not banging the rocks together, banging the dinosaurs, fighting.
She's just the cutest little thing. I'm so happy. But
and everyone, please sub to Polly's Minion here. There's her channel.
Apollo me, I am subbed to your channel, but do you make? I get no notifications. Although even when Klobby is on stuff, I usually get it'll say going on midnight after dark or what's it called again? Yep. Midnight After Dark. Yeah.
Midnight Edge After Dark. Yeah.
Midnight Edge After Dark. I'm like, is it midnight always after dark? Anyway, but then I'll say 2 days ago, it's small things at the top. I'm like, oh, gee, it's like the old Yakov Smirnoff joke, the Russian comedian. I see advertisement says big sale last week. Why advertise? It's already over. I missed it.
So here's one of the cute shorts. So everyone click on that link to watch those. Yep. There's See Me the Truck Dog. Yep. Look how cute. Look how cute. Yep.
Yay. The wink dog.
So everyone go follow that link and sub.
Steve has the cutest kid on YouTube, and Apollo Me's definitely has the cutest puppy. on YouTube.
Very cute. Very cute.
Apollo Me does See Me like children.
Oh, we lost you for a second. You roboted.
I did.
Doggy. You did robot. Yeah, you robot. Sorry. Yep.
Oh, sorry. I just was asking Apollo Me if she if Simi liked children. And Hale, is it San Le? Are you Chinese? These are Tungaren Boucher. Or is it a nerd reference?
Yeah, how do I say that, by the way? I always say San Le or San Le, or I'm not sure how to say it exactly.
We'll see when he or she replies, if he or she replies. Because my immediately thought, my brain goes to Chinese because I can't really think in English. I can't express myself properly in any language.
Yeah.
I have somebody ask.
I just got that clip loaded.
So
we're going to use that a lot.
Yeah. anyway is fine. Yeah,
I like that
people
attitude.
Have names
Yeah,
that, like have to ask them how they pronounce them. So in any event,
Yep.
but I am going to call it a night. Everybody, have a great night.
Headed back to Asgard. Say hi to Odin for me.
Time for the
please don't
Odin
make it rain
dead.
this week.
Yeah, I know, right?
You took over.
Actually, just really briefly before I go, we have the world's least Cajun where I work now. There are 2 Cajuns in Vegas, which blows my mind. Yeah, there are 2 people that could read Tchoupitoulas in Las Vegas, other than myself. And one of them is the least Cajun you would ever meet. He looks like he should be on this channel. He's about 5. He's about 5'6", glasses, about maybe 100 pounds, vegan, very smart, very nice guy, but not Cajun at all. And but since he's been here, I call him Thor because it has rained more. I think we've had record rain this last in 2023 since he got here. And I keep telling him, dude, you're the real Thor. You bring all the rain. And he's like, this isn't that much different from Louisiana. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's the point. It always was until you got here, So I'm calling this guy a third my size, and I'm calling him Thor. So, in any event,
he's a wannabe Thor, right? Yeah.
No, he's not. This guy, he's a mathematician. He's very smart. He's not. Other than that, he's not nerdy at all. He probably, if you said Clark Kent or Bruce Wayne, he probably wouldn't have a clue who you were talking about.
He never said this thing.
Math class is tough.
What was that?
Math class is tough. Math class is tough.
Math class is tough.
Oh,
That's the infamous
math
Barbie pull string doll from the 80s, where you pull the string and she'd say a phrase, and then Barbie was saying math class is tough, and everyone took a connipshit. And I thought math class was tough too, but they said it was bad for women to have that as a role model, saying that math class was tough. But I don't know. I kind of agree with Barbie's sentiment there. Calculus 3 was not easy. I mean, I don't know. But it became a big cultural thing in the I believe it was in the 80s with Barbie there. So then they had to recall the doll. So let's see, math class is tough. So it's one of those things always remembered.
When Barbie said I was average, she was just being mean. Anyone? Does anyone get that joke? No, Mark gets it.
Oh wait,
Anyway.
I do have the perfect response to that one.
Bueller.
Yeah. All right. Well, I am going to call it a night, guys. My hair is weirded out because I accidentally picked up the conditioner instead of the shampoo, so my hair's all weird.
I hate it when that happens.
I can't wait till I donate. I think I'll be able to donate it in like September, October, and then y'all will never ever see me with long hair again because I hate it. I hate having long hair.
It's a lot of work. It was a lot of work having long hair. That's why I went bald voluntarily. No.
A lot of guys keep their hair long. Like guys who can't donate it because it's gray or whatever. And I'm like, why would you do that?
There's a lot of work. Yeah. Plus, it gets stuck in all kinds of machinery. It's not. It's
always
safe.
In your eyes. It's always not. It takes forever to wash. Takes forever to dry. Every time I donate my hair, and
you're like, I'm never going to grow it long again.
Well, you forget how, like when your hair is a normal length, you forget you're in and out of the shower like that.
Well, plus going to Weight Watchers was good when you got the haircut. Then you lost the extra half pound that week.
When your wife likes the long hair, sometimes you go with it.
Yeah.
Do you have long hair, Dad, man?
Not anymore. I got it about the shoulder length. Mine won't grow straight like yours. It's wavy, so it won't grow long like that. But I got it down to the shoulders there a while back. But new management and stuff like that, and I got promoted, and it's kind of like, okay, I gotta play the part, look at image. Yeah. Yep. So be an example.
You're an all-American looking dad man now.
Yeah, I need to get another buzz. Well, that's if I get another buzz cut, but I'm feeling like a hippie though.
Dad man.
Yes, Dad Man.
There you go. Wait,
Steve.
let me make that
There it
full
is.
screen. Hold on. That's awesome. Yeah.
Nice. Love that shirt.
Every time
Always.
I think I'm gonna be on camera, if I think Dad Man's gonna be on there, I wear my Dad Man shirt if I can. So
Absolutely. Always cool.
Well, that's very nice, Brian Hepburn.
that's very cool, Brian Hepburn.
Hair grow, yep. Donated. Very nice. Yep.
Yours grows faster than mine.
Cancer.
It takes me about 4 years to donate mine. Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about, because children are so sweet and they're so innocent, and for them to get cancer is just a freaking, you guys all remember when your kids were. Yeah, it's just so it doesn't cost me anything. I hate doing it, but it doesn't cost me anything, and like we were talking about, what
do they give you the haircut for free?
They used to. They don't anymore. Yeah, and a lot. Things have gone downhill because like a lot of places sell it now. Locks of Love was a big scandal. That was kind of the first one
They were
I'd ever
selling
heard
it.
of.
Yeah, Locks of Love.
Yeah. And
they're making money off of it. Well, I mean, it's one thing to break even. Nonprofit, you got to cover your expenses, but
yeah. But I mean, if it's for kids, it should be free. They should find a way to make it free. Find,
or keep the cost down as much as possible. Yeah. They shouldn't sell it to the kids. Yeah.
Exactly.
Take donations to help pay for the overhead. That's fine. That's what I meant.
That's where I was going. So the whole thing for me started, God, 10 years ago or something. I'm just lazy about getting my hair cut. It was like down to maybe here, somewhere in this area. And the girl was cutting my hair, said, "Oh, you have the most beautiful blonde hair." And I thought she was hitting on me. Although I will say the cashier was checking me out. Original joke. And then she said, "I want to go to Crimea just to see the famous Crimea River." She said you should donate it, and I thought she was going to cut it as it was and donate it. And then she told me I had to go for a foot, which took me like 3 years or 2 years or something. And then she said, no, you have to be able to like grab it and then cut it.
Had to be longer, right?
Yeah. You got to be able to like grab a hold of it and like, so it's got to be like a foot plus, like the like a fist or something. And so I had to come back in a year or so. And then the first time I did it was such a drag. I thought I'd never do it again, but guilt because like we were complaining earlier about they don't have snow caps or they don't have hot tamales or whatever.
Well, those are serious things, though. Come on, I mean.
Well, I mean, I mean, when you think about a child having cancer, I mean, think about any of your children having cancer.
Well, that's what I always say. No, because I always say that too. You hear people complaining about, obviously we have, have fun with the little things, but when you think about someone having cancer, it's, it's the worst thing, especially on the kid. My dad had it. He was 85. So he had a long, good run, but it's never too. You always want more time, but especially a little kid suffering with cancer. So I have my Captain ML from Arrow. He had some nice F cancer shirts that he was selling because I think he lost a friend or knew someone who had cancer. I can't remember the exact reason now, but buy that shirt and I wear that out once in a while. It's got a ribbon instead of the U, and so I always got to be careful where I wear that shirt, I guess. But this is F, good F cancer shirt. So if he's ever at a con, I should bring that and have him sign it. But it's just. But thankfully, things have gotten a lot better too. The treatments for leukemia for children, the recovery rates are much higher than they were years ago. So things are getting better. It's not where it should be. And pancreatic cancer that took my dad, that's one of the worst ones because it's so by the time you have symptoms, it's
too late.
It's too late. Yeah. So, but it's a treatable one if they catch it early. Can be treatable, I should say. If they catch it, happen to catch it early. But it's. I know way too many people. Brian Hepburn is saying, I'm sure we've all been touched by that, unfortunately. But hopefully things will keep getting science will keep getting better, and someday Dr. McCoy will just have a pill that he can pull out and say, "My God, what is this barbarism here? Take 2 of these, and you won't have to call me in the morning."
I don't know if we'll ever get there, but I think we'll get to the point where we're preventing it a lot better. We eat a lot.
Well, I think we will. If you fast forward 1,000 years, if we're hopefully still here and we don't,
If we could be doing it in a couple of years if the government allows so much. The politicians, the greedy politicians allow so many things in our food that other countries. You can't buy American bread anywhere else in the world because it's poison. There's a lot of things that you can sell here that you can't sell anywhere else in the world.
Anything with food dye, certain food dyes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Flavorings, colors, preservatives, because they want it to last on the shelf for a long time. And, somebody will probably suicide me for saying this, but you can't find anything these days that isn't packaged in plastic. And the evidence for plastics, especially when heated, being a major factor in cancer is that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. But
plastics.
Yeah, I think plastics.
Brian Hepburn lost his sister. That's how in 2020. Yep, very sorry, Brian. Yep,
I'm so sorry, Brian.
Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, it took my mother. And I had you mentioned your dad with pancreatic cancer. I worked Hurricane Katrina. I was working inspecting cars for insurance companies, and I was working with a guy. And one time I went out with him. I was in the office with 50 other people. He was one of the people that went out to inspect the cars, and the gig ended. And like 2 months later, my mother called and said, so-and-so is dead. I said, what? What happened? I thought she was going to say he'd been murdered or a car accident or something. Yeah.
She
said pancreatic cancer. And I'm like, already?
Yeah.
I was, the guy was like, 2 months ago, he was like climbing under cars and like unbolting the things to check to inspect them. Yeah, it hit you fast and hard. Yeah. So.
Yeah, my dad was gone in 6 months. Yeah. So. And he was 84 or 85 when he got it. Yeah. So, but he was in great shape for that age. I mean, he'd run circles around Joe Biden. I mean, not that my memory is the best, but I mean, if you would never know he was, people thought he was, a lot younger, or just the energy that he had. And then, that really just, and he was good for a few months, but then you could just tell, then all of a sudden, boom, it's, it goes to your lungs, it goes, goes all over, and then it's nothing they can do. But it's a crappy one. But sorry, Steve. See, that's what always happens whenever I try to leave a stream, then I end up staying on for an extra half hour. So we wanted to hear from Thor tonight, so we
exactly.
Captured, so.
And I don't even know how we got from John's book to cancer, but we did it.
Well,
somehow.
the locks, the hair, yep, and the Barbie math is hard. Math class is tough. Math class
is tough.
I have another math joke.
Sure.
I think Mark, you're probably the most trained in math. Why did the chicken cross the Mobius strip?
Why did the chicken cross the Mobius strip?
Somebody laughed. I think somebody knows this one.
Clobber Times knows it.
To get to the same side.
Oh God! Now you got it. That's good.
The Mobius strip. That's a band or ribbon, and it's right. Twisted, so it never ends.
Yeah, we did that like in 5th grade, where the teacher has you cut a strip of paper, and you twist it, tape it together, and then you draw a line with a pen without lifting it, and it goes all both sides of the paper, even though you never.
Yeah, here you go.
That's it. So to get to the same side, I love that joke.
Yeah, you never go to the other side. Yeah, if you go, you're stuck there. Yep.
So our oldest kid told the joke, why did the chicken cross the road when they're like 3 or 4? And we're like, why? To get his hair cut. It was like, we laughed because we were like, okay, we didn't expect that.
It looks like looks like Sun got got the answer to get where he started. So congratulations. And RRTNZ was explaining the math joke that I made, that an average is also known as a mean. So what you said was average.
Yeah.
So, he also, did you like, now Samba, the cashier, was checking me out. That's an original joke.
That is a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite jokes that I ever wrote, and I've told you this, but usually men will like look at their shoes when I say this, but women will laugh. My ex came home in a new slinky dress, so I pushed her down the stairs.
Oh, I love that.
But I have a male version too. I think that the reason that women like the song "It's Raining Men" is just they just like the visual of men falling hundreds of feet onto the concrete.
I swear to God, I thought turkeys could fly.
Turkeys could fly.
There was one that Klobby liked years ago that I came up with one night. It was I went to a classic rock concert in Las Vegas. I saw Boston, Kansas, and Chicago. They played everything from New York to Oklahoma. It really left the audience in quite a state. And that was the only time I ever posted an original joke that Klobby said, "Well done, sir."
That was good stuff.
Thank you.
Good stuff, sir.
Thank you. Today on the way to work, I realized that the Earth is bipolar.
Oh,
but I'm bumped.
At least they're original. They may not be hysterical, but at least they're original. And with that, I will let y'all get back to your regularly scheduled
program, Geekery. Yep,
geekiness. Yeah.
Thank you for being here, Steve. Yep.
Well, if you guys had half as much fun as I did, that means that I had twice as much fun as you did.
Cool.
Good night, everybody.
You
guys
have a good one.
Take care.
Take care, man.
Say hi to Maddie. And now he's gone. Bong. The mighty Thor. Have fun storming the castle. Well, we usually save that for the end of the show, but yeah. So here's the and thank you to manage that for being here. And he's got to keep his sleep schedule up with that 3-year-old. Wow, that's a tough one. Yep. So here's the Teen Talk Barbie that phrase is from. So it came out 1992. That late. Okay. It was a voice box program to speak one of 4 randomly selected phrases when a button is pressed. Been controversial because one of the spoken phrases was "math class is tough," and was also later used as a protest wherein some dolls had the voice boxes exchanged for those of Talking Duke G.I. Joe action figures produced by Hasbro. That was like a guerrilla movement. they took it out. So, well, I guess so. It had 270 phrases like, "Will we ever have enough clothes? Let's plan our dream wedding. I'm studying to be a doctor." Okay, well, that's a good one. Want to have a pizza party? Well, Nick would like that one. Want to go shopping? Okay, meet me at the mall. Wouldn't you love to be a lifeguard? Let's have a campfire, and math class is tough. Yeah. So it became a big controversy. Mattel apologized, and they had to pull all the dolls. Yeah. So, yeah. Malibu Stacy controversy on The Simpsons. Yeah. Thinking too much gives you wrinkles. Yeah. So the collector's price for one of the estimated 3,500 Teen Talk Barbies, including the phrase "math class is tough," is around $500. Well, I guess 3,500 stayed in the wild or made it for sale. Yep. Oh, they offered to exchange the dolls for non-speaking ones, and apologized to the American Association of University Women. Withdrew the math class phrase from those to be used in future dolls and offered an exchange to the purchasers. Yeah. I don't know. I think math class is tough, but I don't know about you guys, but yeah.
Yeah.
So there's the Teen Talk. So it's the Teen Talk Barbie, yeah. So I guess that was produced. Person wants to find out if it's one of the the collector items with that phrase, yeah. Oh God, yep. Marketers. Yep. That's where they can go wrong. Yep. So you guys, my sister played. I don't know if you guys have sisters, but
Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
I didn't.
Yeah, Dad, man, did
Two
you have
brothers.
my sister played with Barbies growing up all the time, and we'd have fights with the Mego Star Wars guys. So Dad may have to step out for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. I had two
I'm
brothers,
back.
and
Sorry.
I had two
Right,
brothers, and they did not play with Barbies that I know of.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm in a bad mood now. Cobby mentioned snow caps
Sorry.
earlier. Now I wanted M&M peanuts, and I got neither. So
What happened?
I just
You're all out?
don't have them. Yeah, we're out of them.
Who was out of them? You're out of them, you mean? Oh,
we're
yeah.
out of 'em.
Yeah.
You know, we usually get the big plastic bucket of stuff from M&M peanuts
okay.
for hurricane season. I usually eat them in the first month of hurricane season. So
Good night, Brogu.
Take care, Brogo. Thanks for being here.
See,
Yep.
I wanted
Be good.
snow caps, but you can never get them anywhere that the movie sells out. I'm
Yeah.
going to a movie. I'm going to be getting me some snow caps. Yeah, and I didn't. But I actually have a serious problem that's worse than anyone's drug addiction on the planet ever. It's a candy that I've been eating too much of that I'm about to go cold turkey and stop because I can't stop myself.
M&Ms?
And I love M&Ms, but no.
whoa.
Chocolate covered raisins, but not those crappy raisinette ones you get at a normal store. The one at we have a store here that has them that sells them in these boxes that they're made somewhere. They're not normal store ones like the raisinettes and stuff.
Right.
And they make raisinettes like are dog crap compared to them. They're so sick good that I got to stop it. And they ain't cheap either. These boxes I buy aren't cheap. It's like $6 a box. And I want it right now so bad, and I don't have any.
Yeah.
And I can't live without them, and I'm going to have to because I'm going cold turkey. But man, oh man, I mean, I've always liked chocolate covered raisins, but it's never been that big of a deal. Once I'll pop one here and there because like what you know, I'm talking about raisinettes and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're okay. Those are fine, but so somehow they were out of raisinettes one time at the store at our supermarket. And I went over to the aisle with all the exotic coffee and all that shit and they had a bunch of candy there that was, it's from the store. It's like it's not, brand candy or anything like that. It's the store, like I'm talking about. It's like, right? I mean, it's like the like the specialty coffee, specialty candy, right? And I'm hooked on it. I can't live without it, and I've got to try. And it's not easy.
I know it's hard.
I want it right now. And I can't.
I got you. That's why my hurricane season M&Ms go too quickly.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I hope it's not true, but that's on a more downer note. I keep hearing we're going to have a rough hurricane season
That's
this
what I've
year.
heard. Yep.
Oh God, no. And we're already out of the cold. We don't even have
not,
any of the nice cool weather's already gone too.
Yeah, it's starting to get water. The water's already warmer than usual down in the Gulf. So.
I hope we get at least a couple more cold spells then, because we don't get much. People say, I hate it cold. Yeah, I understand that if you have to live with it all the time, but we barely get any. I mean, we're okay right now. What is it right now? Right now it is freaking 67 degrees. That's nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, 67.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah.
But I like the cold stuff. So that's nice enough. Sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn, man.
They said it could be a blockbuster hurricane season this year, so they are warning
That would suck.
all the ingredients are coming together for an explosive tropical development in the Atlantic this year.
Well, look, we've been having some breaks the past couple of years where it hasn't been as bad.
Yeah,
and so
except for poor Louisiana, everybody else has been it was okay, and then 3 or 4 storms within 2 years in Louisiana.
Yeah, we had a rough one about. What was it, 2 or 3 years ago? And it was later in the year, which was weird. But before that, we had some decent years. And then, man, 2016 was it up? What happened in 2016 had not happened in 500 years. And it was catastrophic.
Is that, there was one that hit St. Charles the worst.
We got some dad jokes. Chad jokes here we got to read, though, here. Polly's Meaning says, what does a lemon say when it answers the phone? Yellow.
Oh, nice. Steve, that's cool.
Hepburn is stocked with a bag of peppermint patties here, so he's well stocked, Dad, man.
Oh, I like those. Nice. Gonna die, but he was so good that I'm okay with it. Wow.
Ouch.
I'll see you in 6 weeks. All right, Maddie's daddy. All right, buddy.
Awesome.
Usually get the plastic jar of.
I hate the chocolate. Or I hate raisins. Raisins are like
from Costco
Just
all the time.
raisins are who I just can't stand the raisins.
Oh, I love raisins. Oh man, but well, I'm not like I say, I don't really love them or hate them that much. They're okay. I can eat them normal. I know you don't like. I'm glad to find something you don't like.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can eat clams, but not raisins.
But with the chocolate that's put on these, oh my God in heaven! And plus, they're good for you. You know,
it tastes a good chocolate though. I mean, you can't just put any cheap chocolate on.
Whatever this chocolate is, it's too good to. I've got to stop. But come visit us in Alberta if you like cold squag. I would love to. I would. But it's the kind of cold that I've never even gotten near in my life. I can tell you that. But we haven't really had anything horrific since 2016, the big flood.
They said 2005 and 2020 were the most active recorded in history with 31 tropical systems, and La Nina is supposed to increase and El Nino decreases, so that boosts the tropical activity, cuts down on the wind shear out in the Gulf and the Atlantic, so which are normal inhibitors to the strong storms and storms developing. So it's going to be interesting, but it all depends if it develops, not develops. But they're saying all the signs are pointing towards it. So
I can't believe that it's been next year will be 20 years since Katrina. Holy crap!
No,
I know.
My cousin was on his way to college down in Tulane, and he was got in and out the same. Like he landed there, and then somehow he met like my cousin was talking to. I guess he was in the airport talking, and then someone overheard him who lived there, who was canceling their trip, and they took him with them to the airport and got him out. Because like someone from Baton Rouge or New Orleans, that area, so why don't you come with us? Because basically he was going to go to school, and then I guess they evacuated everyone to Houston from Tulane, and then he was in the engineering program, and then they decided to end the engineering program. So he had to go to he lost a whole year's college.
Wow.
I guess maybe he took a few classes, but they're like, sorry, your major is going. I guess because there's so much was destroyed there, and
I know people to this day, that are not recovered from it psychologically. It destroyed a couple of very close friends of mine's lives. I mean, their lives have never been repaired. One friend of mine is mentally scarred so bad. She's love her to death. She's not that person she was before it, because of things that happened, because of the ramifications and what they lost and what ended up happening to a relationship and what it did to relationships and stuff like that. It's incalculable, the losses.
Not just the storm,
not just the storm. I mean, I remember riding around that for years after. It was years. It looked like a war zone in some places. It took, some places 5, 6, 7 years for it to look even close to normal on the Gulf Coast. Yeah.
I mean, I could just remember I was working on my Mustang at the time and just listening to the news reports, because it would interrupt the radio, all about the hurricane and how bad it was going to be. And then when we had one coming up our way, it's pretty horrifying. Yeah. Then having that, there's nothing you can do about it. So,
see, people forget it lasts well past the event. If you have damage and stuff, your insurance companies and all that other stuff, there's so much stuff that lasts with you forever. And like Chloe said, it can go years. I mean, dealing with your insurance companies, heck, sometimes cleaning out the house, repairing it and stuff takes a lot longer because you have to have enough contractors, and
you can't do it before the insurance approves it. You got to wait,
right? And then talk about stresses on marriages, families, just anything in general. There's all the other stuff, much less the stuff that if you stay through the storm. Because I know some people that stayed in through Hurricane Michael that hit Panama City a few years ago, and they said, one, that they would never run out another storm because it actually strengthened as it hit. And they finally went back and made it a Cat 5 officially. But they said that you could hear all the plumbing, all the whistles, the noise through the plumbing. It was so bad. But by the time that they finally were advised of whatever, it was too late to evacuate. And, it's very stressful, to much less have to ride these things out. So.
Yeah, so just stress levels huge. Yeah,
Steve, to answer your question, I'm not sure. I think you may have met one of them that I'm thinking of, but I'm not sure if you met her or not. But it's possible. I don't know for sure. But yeah, a couple of them. But yeah.
And hail to Darth Scipio. He says, we have
Darth
great weather
Scipio?
in the Central Valley, just a lot of rain, which is good. Louisiana is way too humid. No bueno.
That's for sure. It sure is that.
It is humid
Yeah,
down there.
that
Oh
was
my gosh. Yeah.
people always say Katrina and they forget to say Rita. They forget that Rita was the
Yep.
week out was 5 days after it.
Well,
You know, we went to sorry.
I was going to say, somebody told me in Texas, like Hurricane Harvey was only a tropical storm. It became a tropical storm, but landed so much water in Houston that it caused so much damage. It's not always just the wind. A lot of it's the rain massing.
Well, yeah, but as far as Katrina goes,
Yeah.
there were two of them. It was Katrina, then about 5 days later, it was Rita. They should call it Katrina. But we went.
Was that
you
a
know,
hurricane too, or?
Yep. Yep. It was horrible, and it wasn't quite as bad as Katrina. But man, when you just got hit by Katrina,
top of that,
you don't need
yeah.
another one on top of it. And
Yeah.
right here, and actually, Baton Rouge didn't get it too bad. What we got was all the overflow and the refugees and stuff, and so it was so bad. We had multiple cellular phone agent stores at the time when I was running one of them, and we had to shut it down because it was in a Walmart supermarket parking strip mall thing.
Just getting looted.
And I couldn't stay in my home, so Claude and my son and I, we all came up. We went over to the store. It was a phone store in a strip mall because we figured that would be the safest place. Yeah, we went in there, and I remember when it was going on, we were watching baskets fly across the parking lot. Nobody was dumb enough to park their cars out to the front. We parked at the back, but I was watching shite fly all over the place. But then later, since the town was shut down and nobody wanted to be open, we had nothing to do. So, and we were going to be closed for like a week. So we
no power, right? Probably.
No power. We were planning to go to Dragon Con anyway. So we just, my son and Claude and I, we got in and we drove to Atlanta to go to Dragon Con as we planned because there was nothing that we couldn't do.
What are you going to do anyway, right?
And it took forever to get there. But hey, David D, what's up there?
Hey, David D says AC is fixed.
It was, they're good. And the whole time at that Dragon Con in 2005, Claude had been trying to get in touch. He couldn't find his daughter. I couldn't find mine. My son was with me. We had no contact with anybody. There were no phones in New Orleans, and you couldn't go to New Orleans. You couldn't go find anybody you had there. You just had to forget about them because you couldn't find out about them. And we just went there because we couldn't stay home anyway. And we had no idea where anybody was or what days. So I'm walking around that con. I didn't have fun at all. I was just the whole time thinking about it. I would go sit at a panel when my heart wouldn't be in it. I would just walk out. There were a couple people who wanted to go get autographs. So I didn't care. I was worried about people that I knew that I couldn't get in touch with. It was just the worst. And we were only at the con because we already paid to go there. We already had to get it. We had to get out of town anyway. So why not evacuate to where you were going? Yeah. Everybody was evacuating all over the place. Houston and then
yeah.
A couple of us didn't talk to I didn't talk to my daughter for a lot of days, and he didn't either.
Well, the phones were out too, probably, right? I mean,
a lot of it was out.
And then you didn't have the people. This was 20 years ago, so
we had a cell phone store, and texting was almost non-existent.
It was just starting, right? Yeah, people.
You couldn't text anyway.
Until later, where people were texting all the time.
Altel had a few towers up. Later they were taken in by Verizon, but Singular. There was Altel. There was some of the other ones, and no, you couldn't get service. Yeah, whatever, Darth Scipio. Thanks, appreciate that. Yeah, weirdo. Boy, you're a weirdo. But anyway, no, don't be sorry. We don't mind. And so it was messed up stuff.
Hey, RobAltis.
RobAltis, buddy.
And Clay.
Yeah. What's happening?
Yeah, hey. Benjamin Grimm is not scared of a little hurricane. Yeah.
No, that's right. You're right, Darth. I was too rocky and fatty for it.
Yeah. Well, what they're saying, like you said, the signs for this season, AccuWeather, is from them, but I've seen other places. This article from AccuWeather saying that as of mid-February, the water temperatures across the Atlantic were the same at the level as where they are typically in mid-July. And it's just going to get warmer from there. And that the current water temperatures are at the end of January were 65% higher than the next closest year of high activity. So all the ingredients are there. So just be prepared. Listen to your weather officials and stuff, and that's that's all you can do.
Hope it will. Let's hope it doesn't happen. I'm sorry I got us into this hurricane talk. That's nonsense.
No,
it's kind of geeky. We can take meteorology into nerdy and geeky stuff.
I would talk about Dune, but that's more bummer. That's more of a bummer.
Yeah. Well,
just kidding.
Yeah.
There's just too much science in this stuff, I like to look at a map.
Well, let's lighten it up.
I like to look at a map and say what's going to happen. Yes, Mark.
Well, let's lighten it up a little bit with some foodery. So let's do some
foodery. Foodery.
Yeah.
Foodery.
We'll get off.
We touched on the dessert part of it already.
Yeah. So
damn it, man! I'm hungry now. Good Lord.
Good Lord. And thank you to Gwagdar for Marc's Eatery here. So we're gonna do a little bit of that. Then we got the one. No, do that one too. Yeah. Nope. I just want to thank Gwagdar. And then
I don't know that I've seen these live. Hey.
Yeah.
I like that. Superman's eating all the burgers. Oh, cool.
That's the cover of a comic.
Oh, okay. And then Ben Grimm's got a donut up there.
Yeah. Yep. Very hungry. Yep.
Now I want to go get Krispy Kremes.
Freaking hungry.
Yeah.
So here we go. I want hand dogs. Hey, Gwag. And then RR's here.
Hey, RR. Yep.
Oh, he's already.
He was at work. Yep, he was lurking. I guess maybe he's home.
JT.
Am I lurking? Yeah.
JT Kirk was a man. He might even still be a man. We're not judging him. What's up, buddy?
Trady's a trade. He liked the movie. I think he liked Dune too.
I think he did. I think
he did.
He did. Yes.
If I'm recalling.
Well, otherwise he probably wouldn't be saying Atreides, and Atreides like 3 times.
Yeah. House of Atreides.
So,
yeah.
Probably like
the lore of Dune.
Atreides one time. But
the lore of Dune is very interesting. I like that whole backstory and the royalty and the father-son relationship. And
by the way, he gave it 3 Atreides.
3 Atreides. Okay. Yep.
No, so look, it's got a world building thing. Believe me, I have every respect for Dune.
Yeah. So the world building is interesting. Yeah.
What is this?
This is a Tostito patent number. Yeah, let me look up the patent number.
Would anyone like any toast?
Yeah, so we're going to start this segment with that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Where's my toast? That?
Would you like some toast? Some nice hot crisp brown buttered toast.
So it's a toast. No, this is for my grandmother who was born in 1901. I guess this thing is
wow.
Let's say Tostito. I haven't even
toast.
Oh, it's still for sale.
Cheeto.
Toast tight.
Oh, that's not yours? A toast tight. It's a toast tight.
It's toast tight. I got to clean it. It's still
for
sale.
Oh, that's an E, right?
Tostito. Yeah, it's an E. I got to clean it. Yeah.
Yeah, Tostitos are chips, I think.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's still available on the Amazons. Wow. So I'll show that after, but amazing. So it's a sandwich grill, handheld pie iron sandwich maker, panini.
Wow.
Sandwiches. Yeah. So let me go into my I'm gonna copy this to my other window so I can share it and not be logged in, because Amazon gives you. Let's see here. Bear with me for a second. I'll put the characters in. I want to. I hate they got to be. Amazon wants you signed in, so I'm just want to show it on Amazon, but without showing my name and address. Here we go. All right, so I'll show that in a second. But Tostito. I could never read
Tostito. Well,
Tostito.
You had me thinking it was Tostito because but I thought it was It's a freaking E.
Oh, RT and Z.
RT and Z. Kinkari Apple.
Kinkari Apple too. Yep. Saw Dune 2 when Paul yodeled "Death to Ming" and modified the phrase variants to destroy Starkiller Base and save the Shire from Voldemort. I barfed.
I can't tell if that's a positive or a negative review.
Do I have any Flash Gordon quotes up? Let's see here.
Gordon's alive. You did, but mine you did.
I always. Well, that was. We can play the huge.
Huge.
That's the Ming. I got that one. Death to Ming.
I don't think I clipped Death to Ming, but I think I do have. Gordon's alive, of course, so we'll play that. Let me upload that.
You should clip. This Ming is a psycho. Remember that? This Ming is a psycho. This Ming is a psycho.
Let me grab this one. And let me grab that one and that one. All right, here we go. Let's do some Flash Gordon.
It's
loading up.
Nice. Slime
Gordon's alive.
You have time.
Great Brian Blessed, yep.
He's great.
I got to clip Death to Ming. Let me write that in my notes. Videos to clip. I have a file, so let's add. Yep. Oh, I went over here. Yep. Death to Ming. Yep. There we go. Death to Ming is added on the list to do. Yep. All right. Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you, RT. And so you have to do that. Yep. Hawkman dies.
Yeah. RLR, thanks again.
Thank you. He said Dune is a sociology essay disguised as sci-fi.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Although don't tell its fans that. It's a very spiritual. It's spiritual.
Yep. Let's see. What can we play for that? We got to play something good for that. Yeah. Let's see.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No job is too big. No fee is too big.
Let's see.
Not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
That's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey?
Austria.
New Jersey.
Oh, God. The fact that there are people that get so really pissed off and hate that movie makes it even better.
Yeah, Raquel.
I got to say, and Michael Big, our buddy Michael Big, hates it. I'm like, I can see, I don't know. It's just the fact that it rose so many people the wrong way makes me
love
like it
yeah.
more.
Yeah. I got this shocking pain right behind the eyes.
Have you considered amputation?
One of my favorite Avon lines of them all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, and E-Clay is asking, JT Kirkmore, how do you make clips of movies? So basically, if you own the movie, I use Adobe Premiere, and I've have them ripped from my DVDs, which I own if anyone's watching, or sometimes you can grab like a YouTube clip. There's various ways you could download YouTube clips. If you're just looking for, a Darth Vader clip or something, then you could download that and just chop it up. I try to keep them. There's no fast and rule on what's how long a clip can be, or but if it's very short like this.
No, I am your father.
I try to keep it to under 10 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, if you're giving commentary, talking about it, it's fair use. So, knock on wood. I've only had problems with like a couple of Spinal Tap clips had some music, so they'll claim the music. So you can, of course, I'm not monetized for. Sure, what's up, Devin?
Yeah. How about like for sport clips? Like some famous plays. Great clips of history. Because I've done it a couple times, but I try to keep talking over it, and although sometimes it's announcers, but stop it every few seconds and stuff. Is that pretty much the way you do that?
I mean, I'm definitely not a copyright expert, but I guess it's supposed to be fair use if you're transforming something or you're doing commentary on something. So I guess if you played it, especially without the volume, if you strip the volume out. You can do that pretty easily in Premiere. I don't know if there's any programs to do it, but you could play it. And then also if you made it smaller, or like I put stuff in the TV, but you always want to avoid these kind of entanglements.
Let's just say we'd like to avoid any imperial entanglements.
Exactly. It's
a trap.
Something like that, that's 2 seconds. Yeah, they're gonna. Technically that's a copyright. So I put the disclaimer up, and but if it's a short enough clip, but if you start to play like a half hour of Star Wars movie, you can get in trouble. And JT wants more food clips. But I guess the other thing you do, Dad Man, is take the clip that you want to watch. I know 70s Rock Fan does this. He uploads it and makes it private, and I've done that before too. Like if I've got a Saturday Night Star Trek clip that I'm not sure about, I'll upload it and see if the copyright tool will detect it. But
okay.
But like one of my videos has a ton of hits. This one, I don't know why it has so many hits. Let me show it. Let's see here, which will happen to be with Tom, maybe because Tom Paris is so popular. I think that's why this one got so many hits. Let's see here. So this is probably one of my most viewed videos. It's not a short. So I don't know why this one got so many hits, but then like months later, Paramount claimed it. I'm really confused why that was so popular. Maybe someday I'll figure it out.
Who knows? I can't imagine.
But that got like 17,000 hits or something, and like 4 or 5 months later, Paramount claimed it. 17,000 views, but I'm not monetized for ad revenue anyway, so I have no idea. And like 70 says like, oh, I get like $2 on a video, so who cares? For the ad revenue. So
right.
But Clay says cool. Yep. Yeah, the algorithm likes to protect the chicken man. But yeah, but I would say if you uploaded a video, if you're not sure of it, and if you've put like a graphic over it, like what I've been doing with Toxic Tuesday, now we've been putting up an overlay on the top of it too. Like I have this review thing I can do. Probably put it up over the top, but there's no tried and true. There's no rule. If the copyright holder says even if it's do fair use, they can say we don't want you to show it. So
exactly. That's a problem with all of it. Is it just it's like quicksand,
Yeah, but I would definitely upload if you want to do a bunch of clips. Upload them, make them private, and it tells you when you're uploading too if there's a problem.
That's cool.
With that,
to do that.
Oh, and DaVinci Resolve. Yep, DaVinci is very popular, and Blender is very popular too. Yep, you can do editing in Blender now. I thought Blender was just 3D graphics, but maybe they do have So here's the Toast Tight. So. I mean, we've had this thing forever, but it's great that they still sell this. So I'll show it on Amazon. So you just put a liberal amount of butter in there.
That thing's old.
Yeah, well, it's old. This is probably from like the 30s.
Is that clean to put a butter sandwich in there?
Yeah, well, it's been heated. It's just the bread residue. Yeah, it's clean. Yeah, it heats up. It kills any germs. Yep.
That's so sanitary.
Of course, it's sanitary.
I'm just wondering. I'm just curious.
It's been that's been well weathered for a long time. Yeah. Well, plus whenever you heat something up too, it kills all the if it gets over to.
You gonna make a jam sandwich?
Well, you
take 2 pieces of bread, you jam them together. You just did bachelor party.
Bachelor party, yeah.
That was in that.
Oh, Wagner says Blender always had a video editor. I did not know. I have Blender installed, and I never even knew that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I've heard about Blender. Yeah, doing that has that.
Yeah. It's seasoned.
Even I've heard about that. So it looks the bread's too big for the thingy.
Yeah, it always happens. Yeah. So then what you do? You take your knife out.
Oh, okay. We used to have Mrs. used to have a circular thing for peanut butter sandwiches. And you'd put it on the regular bread like that, and it would circle cut it like that. But then those Crustables that you can buy in the store, what it does is when it cuts down, it clamps. You peel off all the bread on some, but it seals it around the edges for your peanut butter sandwiches. Yeah.
Yes, you have a sandwich without the.
That's pretty cool. Right? That's pretty nice right there.
Yeah, so I just
so old and rusty. I don't know if the bread's going to be like.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That adds to the flavor.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yes, exactly.
No, man, dirty.
Oh, cast iron. Yeah.
No, it's just the butter residue. Yeah, it's tough to get that stuff.
You have to flip it.
Get that clean. Yeah, then you flip it. Yeah, yep, and then you flip it. Yep.
Wow. You still use this?
Yeah, I just used it this week. Yeah. I didn't put any clams in it.
If it weren't so disgusting, that'd be cool. Like it's so dirty. I'd want to eat that. That looks good. Wait, what kind of you just put cheese on there?
Just put cheese, yeah, just cheese, yeah.
Cheese and butter, okay.
Well, you can also do like bacon is good, or ham, ham and cheese, and the bread is classic, right?
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Man, that's nice.
Looks like a pancake.
Doesn't that look good?
Would anybody like any toast? That looks like
I got to do a
we don't have any bread. I might have to go to Waffle House after this.
That's what I would like to do. I'm starving all of a sudden.
Yeah, that came out good. And then the other thing I did recently was we did the fondue. I think I showed the fondue.
I think
the other night.
You did show some fondue.
Yeah, but this is the fondue. Yeah, so
fondue.
And
looks like grits. Oh no, it's fondue.
Fondue. Yep.
Nice.
Just smother it with Taco Bell sauce for now and rinse it off. All the goo will be gone. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I did some fried chicken the other night. I got to put this in the eatery section of the chat. Yep. Love the.
Is he talking about putting the Taco Bell sauce on the appliance? The metal. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a story. I think that's what they say. I had a coworker that bought a sailboat. So St. Augustine's famous for its really, really Menorcan type of hot sauces and stuff like that down there. Mm-hmm. So he was told that it's good for cleaning, like how barnacles and stuff attached to the keels and the boats and stuff. So he took the keel off of his boat.
And, people do put hot sauce in their paint.
Well, he did it on the keels to clean it up and all this other stuff and get it fixed. Well, then he goes out in the middle of the river, takes it off the first time, and he it's a sailboat, but he also had an engine. Then he hears this funny noise at the end at the back, and before he can get close enough to get there to grab it, the motor just falls off into the river. He sees it going to the bottom of the river. So he's near the channel, but then what he realizes then what's happening is his job about getting rid of all the barnacles and cleaning it up. Well, he didn't do one thing. He didn't water tighten the screws go back in. So he's taking on water too.
Oh, jeez. No. Did he make it back or the boat sank?
Yeah, they made it back. He joined Cito that day at $250 or something when his wife wouldn't let him get it to begin with. So.
He had to call like, before I sink, I'm going to join Cito.
Yeah, exactly. Emergency membership. Yeah.
So this is some Cornish game hens I did on the Big Green Egg last week. And this is my fancy dancy remote thermometer you can stick in the bird so you know what's going on. That's an easy cook to do, but just put it on there. Yep. Cornish game hens are good. They're good eats. Yep. Good stuff. It started to rain, of course, too, as I was doing it. It's like, really? It's good. It's starting to rain. And here's the finished birds. Sorry, birds.
Looks good.
I don't know what that is. Oh, it's something weird went across the sensor. That's got to be some crazy.
Yeah, laser.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah.
Wow.
That came out good though. Yeah, nice smoky flavor. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Yep. Yummy. Well, you can't hear it though. That's the thing. You got to hear the crunch of the fire going. Always makes it taste better when you hear that. Yep. I do some turn those into shorts. Yep, and there's the finished birds. That was a good dinner. Yep. Oh, I should have had made stuffing with that night. That would been good if I had stovetop stuffing. That would have been tasty. Yep.
Well,
been good. Yep.
Nice.
So that's our Sunday night foodery
eatery.
Oh, here, let me show the where you can get those the toast tight. Let's see.
Toast tight ones that aren't like 500 years old that aren't dirty. So.
Yeah, but that has extra flavor with all the seasoning.
Jeez, dude, it looks terrible.
No, it's clean. It's just you can't get the. You got to scrub
clean.
it for like an hour. It's just it's
old.
6 years old.
It's old. I know. 6 years old. Yeah.
Or more. I remember my grandma. It was my grandmother, so she was born in 1900.
Is it sanitary to use something though?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I think so.
I'm concerned by that using.
Well, what's the worst thing that happened? I get a foodborne pathogen and lose some weight.
You might get sick. Oh, there's a new one there, right? Or is that old one? They still make those suckers?
They still make it, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Get a new one, man.
Sponsor this channel.
Replace that one. There.
I'll just bring it to work and put it in the sandblaster for you. How about I do that?
I'm just saying. I mean, that looks pretty nice right there. I mean,
yeah.
The toast like such a strange thing.
Hey.
Oh, look, it goes. Oh, the E is much. Mine is much close.
This is not. That's a clean one right there.
Oh, they added little rings in the.
Hey, it's waffle.
Squares in the middle. Yep.
Oh, so you're a waffle man. Blueberry peach toast type.
Oh, I never made a pie in that. Oh, I guess you can make a little apple pie.
Look at all that.
Sandwiches
stuff.
are good.
Look at that. I'm game. That's something there.
Everyone's having fun with their toast.
Their toast
wow,
tights.
They got a whole toast tight party.
A family of toast tights, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a revolution.
S'mores. Yep.
Cook your own food.
Wow.
All the kids get them.
Party.
Bring your own scissors.
We could have a party with it.
They're camping out with toast tights.
Why not? This is
like
America.
Look at
satisfaction guaranteed.
Look.
Is that what's on there? Is it apple pie?
I think so. I don't know.
And what macaroni and cheese?
Oh, well, that'd be good if it didn't have that red crap in there.
Tomatoes in there.
I agree.
Frickin- Why would you put tomatoes and macaroni and cheese? Someone needs to go to jail for that.
I don't know. It makes no sense. Why?
I want someone arrested for that.
Dude, I had some really good mac and cheese tonight. Oh.
Monte Cristo, buddy, oh buddy, JT. That's what I want. Let's see. Ever make a Monte Cristo or French? That's what you should make. Monte Cristo.
Yeah,
you gotta fry. You gotta fry that though. You gotta fry Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is just so damn old. It's just fun. Yep. Oh, they have a regular. Oh, XL. They have an XL size.
Wow.
And a tidbit. Oh, they have a little one. What the?
Oh, all righty.
What do they have? A tiny one
right there. $34. That's a little one.
What's the difference? The regular is 35. The XL handheld. What's the XL? 21 inches. Was like a massive one.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the Toast Tight website. Well, they've got a lot of good. Well, here, let me get the link in.
Anyone like any toast, by the way?
Yeah, you can play that. Yep.
Would you like them toast?
That's me.
Can I ask you just one question? Of course. Would anyone like any toast? You hear what I just told you? But I thought you might have changed your mind in the meantime.
Let's grab. Let me shrink this.
Look, I don't want any toast. He doesn't want any toast. No one around here wants toast. Not now. Not ever. No toast. How about
there we go. That's
a toasted tea cake.
Let's go to toasttight.com and see what they say.
How about a muffin?
It's just awesome. It's still in business, I think. Yeah. So let's see. Do they have an extra huge one, I guess? Or they're making waffles in it? Return to the Toast Tight. for grill. Oh, it came back. I guess maybe it was out of business for a while.
They got stuff in the middle of those. Man, yeah, and they got waffles and
the Return of the Toast Tight. Let's see.
You can put something like you can make a waffle sandwich thingy.
It was made in the 40s and 50s. Lay a sandwich with cheese on one side, clamp there. You guys saw me do it, and ready. Yeah, a minute or two on each side. Yep.
You got an early edition one.
Yeah. So what? Brand. Why the brand stopped production in 1953? So that thing I have is older than 1953. So do the math on that. It's older than me. So
that's something there, boys.
Right. So XL looks like just the handle is longer. Okay. Longer handle. Thank you guys. Yep.
Okay.
So
I guess that's pretty cool stuff right there. I never seen one of those before.
Yeah. So so it's up tonight. So original Toast Tight sell on eBay and at flea markets across the country. Next best thing to find in one of your parents' basement. However, just last year, 2 women in New York set out to replicate Toast Tights, and as the New York Times reports, sales are up and running in NYC and online. It comes with the original 1949 recipe booklet. We'd love to use it for way more than just sandwiches. The blog Toast Tight Recipes covers Toast Tight tailor recipes for like waffles, pies, and even baklava. Man, so this came out. When was this article? 2012. Okay, so it's been back for a while, thankfully. But wow, I didn't know it went away. God, so that one is older than 1953 that I got.
Oh my goodness!
So it tells you how the quality too that it was.
You're still using it,
and I still use it. Yeah, just
with all that. It's got 70 years of crud on it.
Yeah, but it's not on the inside.
That's not the one. That's not yours right there. That's even worse.
Yeah, it's even worse. Yeah, original replica. Oh, okay. Mine.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Toast Tight Grill. Wow,
that is something. I love it.
Yeah, see, they always get weathered like that. It was the butter. What happened?
Well, I understand that. I mean, I'm saying that it's unusual for them to get weathered. Yeah, I know. But if you trust it and you survived it, that's fine. That's all I need. But I'm just saying, it looked a little,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
that's a different one.
That's
there.
remarkable. There, look at that. They got.
Yeah. $20. Yeah. It's a rip-off one. Yeah.
Yeah, get the real one.
Get the real one. Yep. Well, one is real, one's a ripoff. Yep.
Get the real deal.
Oh, that one's got. I guess I would make 4 mini sandwiches in there. I guess. So
okay.
Yeah. But no, it always made a good sandwich, and something just hit me. I'm like, let me pull this out and make one. Yep.
So it'd been a while then.
Yeah, it's been, well, I mean, every once in a while, but I just had a craving for it, so it was like, let's go for that. Yeah.
Very nice.
So
you could put like the eggs, a raw egg on there, and it'll fry it up, right? You can put it on, cook it all up.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah.
Looked like someone did in one of those pictures.
The only thing you you gotta make sure you cover it up. Yep.
Yeah.
So since 1949. Wow,
retro,
I think it was before 1949. Yeah.
Retro iron pie. Retro pie iron.
Yeah, delicious meals in seconds.
Nice.
What the heck is that?
Well, it looks like, I don't know, like maybe roast beef or something on there.
I can't tell if that's a dessert or if it's a sandwich. Yep. Tropical ham and cheese. Oh, with pineapple. There we go. Peachy keen pie.
What? No don't put pineapple on that.
Toast Tight is back. Yep.
Yeah, it's back.
It was only made from. It was introduced in 49, but vanished from the market in 53. Wow.
And now it's just coming back or something?
I thought it was made for a lot longer than that.
That's not long at all. It just so happened that. Who was it? Your mom? Did you say your mom or grandmother?
My grandmother had it. Yeah.
Wow.
You can also replace the bread with puff pastry, soft flour tortillas. Oh, that's a good idea. Round waffles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could do the puff pastry. I'm supposed to be losing weight now, but God.
It's all in the name of science.
Yeah, we're very excited to reintroduce this retro classic to a new wave of foodies, outdoor enthusiasts, as well as Toast Tight boomers like me who remember it from their childhood. We're confident you appreciate Toast Tight's back to basic, cost efficient qualities. We stand behind our products with 100% satisfaction guarantee. All right, way to go, Toast Tight.
Way to go! Thank you, Toast Tight.
Right? Yeah, they should go into business with Red Dwarf.
Would you like some toast? Some nice hot crisp brown buttered toast.
Would you like any toast? No, we don't like those. We don't want any toast. I don't want any toast. He doesn't want any toast. In fact, no one around him wants any toast. Not now, not ever. No toast. How about a muffin? We don't like muffins around here. We don't want no muffins, bacons, baguettes, grouse. We went like all of them.
Yeah.
And then he went to like 1 million. I thought he covered everything. He definitely no smacking flapjack.
That looks like an apple pie type right there.
So
Yeah, it
you're a
does look like
waffle
apple
man.
pie.
That'd be cool. That's like looks like maybe chocolate chips and stuff in it. You could do all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff with that.
And Brian says he's going to order a couple of XL with the longer handle. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you want the longer handle for the fire pit. But yeah, that'd be great for
Grilled cheese.
I never thought
Yeah.
of that for the campfire.
Ham
pit.
Oh man, cheese and ham.
Yeah.
All
Cook it
over.
out on the grill. Yep. Yeah, so they put they just put the waffles in the toast
Oh
tank.
gosh, that looks like I forget s'mores.
Oh, that's
that chocolate
perfect.
and marshmallow.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Oh, they probably looks like they used raisin bread on that one with marshmallows and chocolate. Yep.
Is it a raisin or is it a?
On the outside,
Yeah,
it's like raisin bread.
raisin bread.
Or
Yeah,
you
that's
can use that
raisin bread.
chocolate
Yeah.
bread. Or you can get that chocolate bread. Yep.
I think that's raisin bread.
Yeah.
My
Good, damn good
my
stuff.
mom used to get raisin bread,
Mm.
but
So
you
the
don't like
website
raisins. We finally found something Mark doesn't like with raisins. Of all things.
Raisins. Oh, I hate raisins.
Oh,
Grapes.
really?
Oh,
Yeah, man. What about
Ninth
grapes?
point of hell.
You
Grapes?
could send
like
him a
grapes?
box of
Grapes.
chocolate covered raisins now.
You like
I
grapes?
can't stand raisins. I can't stand grapes.
Wow.
the
Well, they're in the same
grapes.
family.
Yeah, I won't eat
Grapes.
that. I won't eat that
Wowzer.
stuff. No, I will
Oh.
not eat that. Yep. There will be no.
My son's like
grapes.
you. He eats everything, but he won't eat olives. He eats olives.
I don't like eating olives
It's the
either.
only
Yeah.
thing.
This evening, I shall go for the squid platter. Ew. With extra tentacles, please.
So I'll eat squid, but I won't eat grapes. I don't like string beans. I can't eat string beans.
What?
Simple beans. Oh, string beans because my dad forced me to eat string beans when I was
Oh, string
like
beans. Oh
4
my
years old.
gosh. String
And I
beans
thought
are-
I told him, I said, Dad, they're green worms. He's like, you'll eat them.
You
And,
need to do the. I mean, I'm going to tell you, Mark, two things. Just when you eat them, season them with pepper. But before you do that, Paula Deen them with a stick of butter in your green beans. You know,
I can eat like the generic kind, just green beans themselves that aren't stringy, but I know what he means. I don't like the stringy ones either.
The
No,
problem is,
but out of the can, they don't have the strings. You just throw a brick of butter in it. It'll make everything good.
problem is,
Yeah.
my dad told me, I said, Dad, I think they're worms. And, you know, not to gross anyone out, but I just remember eating them and it was not a good scene. So I can't eat them without thinking of eating worms,
I understand.
which
that's
is
how I
totally
do with eggs.
ridiculous. Totally
Well, I do that with
ridiculous. I
eggs.
admit
I
it.
do that with eggs, and
I
there's
get
a
it.
You can't eat
psychological
eggs,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you don't like gach?
I don't like gach either. No, I can't eat gach.
Gach is best when served live.
Yeah. I mean, I admit it's totally irrational. Like my brother-in-laws both can't stand tomatoes. Like they'll eat tomato sauce, but they won't
Yeah.
eat tomatoes. Or
That's me.
no tomato. You don't want tomatoes in your sandwiches
No.
either, right? Yeah.
Fine pizza with tomato sauce or ketchup, all that's great.
Fine,
but I
right?
don't want tomatoes. No,
Right.
sir.
Yeah.
And it is different. I don't know why. Maybe because it's processed when it's the other shit, or I don't know, but it's different.
Yeah. But yeah, what else don't I like? I guess any kind of like I do like beans with chili, you know, like the big beans, but and I do eat baked beans, I guess, but like lima beans.
Yeah, baked
most
beans are
don't.
okay.
And I don't like slimy onions. Like if I eat onions,
Oh,
they gotta
me
be all
either.
chopped up. I don't like slimy.
But yeah, I don't like onions. I mean, I like onions if they're like so
Onion
you can't
rings are
even see them.
Blooming onions are good.
Onion rings are great though. That's different for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why. But
I
wait a
don't like
minute.
this. I don't like slimy onion rings. Like the onion rings got to be well cooked,
Yeah, I agree.
right? You know what I mean? It's like if
Yep,
you get a
agree.
slimy onion.
Some people could eat
That's
a
no good.
raw onion. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
Well, my
Yeah,
thing
my
with
mom
onion
was like
rings is getting the right batter, you know.
So like this is
Where it's
perfect.
not-
Like,
yeah.
That I
that's
could do.
crispy. Yeah, that's crispy.
Sometimes it's so good that you don't really feel the onion, but if it's like sometimes you just eat the crust off of it.
And I bought this thing to do it, but you have to deep fry it. It's like,
yeah,
I guess, or maybe you could do it in the if you had a air fryer.
How about red beans? By the way, do you like red
I'll
beans?
eat red beans, but only in chili. Like, you know.
Oh no, like my mom was talking red beans and rice, like we make down here.
Well,
In
that's
fact,
good. Yeah, yeah.
some
I
people
can
in
eat that.
Louisiana make it every Monday night. It's a tradition. It's a sin not to have red beans and rice on Monday nights. Not
I do
me.
like,
but
yeah. I know. I'd eat that. Yeah.
it's not my favorite thing that my mom does, but it's good, and she makes sausage with it. You know. And
I just don't like
sausage in
it.
there.
I just don't like it. The beans, just straight up beans. It's got to have something else with it.
People like
Yeah.
Blue Runner beans.
Yeah, you gotta have the rice. I think with it.
Oh, she
Yeah.
calls it red beans and rice for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, this one has sausage in it too.
Yeah, sausage.
Yeah, my
Oh
mom
yeah,
puts
that's a
sausage
good.
in it.
Yeah,
My mom
Yeah.
puts sausage in the red beans, a little bit, not a lot, but a little.
A little
Mm-hmm.
bit for flavor. Yep. Yep. Well, that looks damn good. No, I'd eat that.
That's pretty much it looks sort of like hers, yeah, a little bit, except the rice is in there.
White rice or
Oh yeah, but it's at the bottom. It's not. I don't know what they're doing right there, but I don't think
when you
green
plate
crap
it,
is
then you cook it all together, or you
No, not together. But you put your rice
No.
and then you can just throw the beans on there.
on top. Yeah, on top. Well, they're just doing that probably
Actually,
so you can see
yeah,
that. there's
actually,
rice.
yeah. That's pretty much. You put it on the beans on top of there, but yeah,
Oh, like this probably. Yeah, yeah,
pretty much like that. Yeah.
yeah.
I used
This
to love
just
her
makes a
white
better
beans.
picture, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that makes it just. It's got those stupid green crap on there. I used to love her white beans, and then she started going to some bigger beans instead of the smaller ones. I don't like them. And I won't touch lima beans. Those are disgusting.
Yeah, but you like the big beans or the little beans?
The little beans for the white beans. The normal size are fine for the red beans. But my favorite is her jambalaya, of course. It's nothing to touch that. I mean, that's just the best.
Yeah.
She is the best at that.
And this is what your jambalaya looks like? Not
Hell not. Hell
Is that
no.
it?
What? Oh man,
Yeah,
Dave Shrimp.
Closer, but's got stupid green crap in that too. She knows better than that.
That's the chives. Yeah.
No way. You don't do that. That's stupid. That's more anarchy.
A lot
You
of
don't
the
put-
sea bugs in them.
Green crap in the freaking jambalaya, but not
It makes a better looking picture.
not to
All
me.
these have sea bugs in them. Oh, there's one.
Yeah,
without sea
some
bugs.
people will put that, and that's crap. Look at all the green shit in there. No
You
way.
eat peas?
No. Hell no.
No.
I used to. There was this place that I had Adam trained. There was like a Chinese restaurant that I used to love years ago, and it got to they knew I wanted like like one of those big carton thingies of like pork fried rice, for example. But they put onion. I get them keep out the onions, white, no white onions, no green onions, just the rice and the egg thingies and the little egg, pieces of egg and the meat.
Mhm.
And it got to the point that I was the only one that would do that for. They would do that for every time. I would just say, "This is." I call it and say, "This is Mike," and they would know what I want. Boom.
I tell you, I'd pick the egg out of it.
I like.
Your
I
dad
like the
makes
egg.
candied eggs. Yeah.
I
Well, what
agree.
is the origination of your egg? Not liking eggs.
Just the way my
Oh.
mom made potato salad and the way she boiled the eggs had this god awful
Oh yeah, well that would smell. It smells
And it
horrible.
just-
when you
and I'm
boil the
just
eggs.
like
yeah.
I could never get over that.
She made it all the
Mm-hmm.
time. But wouldn't you have had like scrambled eggs before your mom made egg
No,
salad?
well, probably before, but I didn't care. It didn't matter.
It was just the smell set you off, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you came over to our house for Easter, you'd not eaten anything because we have Easter egg omelet. Well, you could eat the ham. You just eat
Yeah.
the whole ham.
There you go.
But it's
think it's a-
right. It's just the weird way you are. It's like,
And
certain
sometimes it's a
foods-
texture because sometimes like some of the eggs have been rubbery, and it just depends. I personally have texture issues too, so it's a combination of factors.
Yeah, but it's fine. Like I admit, it's irrational not to like certain
No.
things, but
Yep.
yeah, but just the way you are, yeah.
Yeah,
Ryan
it
Evans, I
happens.
used to have cans of lima beans with ham. I used to buy them by the case. Well, God bless you, sir. Lima
beans, you
beans.
need to have rice with them too.
Lima beans with ham. Let me see what that looks like.
Yeah, you just put ham in it. Gives it the seasoning. Yeah, your collards,
It comes in a
greens.
can like that. Some people obviously like lima beans, so Brian's one of them. But yeah, I just never could eat these. I don't know why. But then one of my grandfather would always make the pasta with the white beans, and it was one of the last, unfortunately, one of the last meals he cooked for us, and I just couldn't eat them. It's just. What's the name? What's the name of the recipe? It's let's see, pasta fazool. Is it pasta fazool or what's it called? Pasta in Italian. Well, Tuscan white bean. I'm trying to find a picture of it. Pasta with white beans. There's a name. I think it's a pasta. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but anyway, it was just I could never. My grandfather, he loved that, and I'm like, I can't eat that with the I just wouldn't like the beans. The pasta was fine, but not the beans. I'm trying to remember was it pasta fazool? Fazool, yeah.
Fagioli or fagioli pasta. I know it's on the Olive Garden menu.
Yeah, pasta.
Olive Garden
fazool.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, it is on the Olive, but my grandfather would make it authentic, authentic recipe. But God, I felt bad, like not sorry, Grandpa. He went all the trouble to make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pasta fagioli.
Yes, that's it. Brian Hepburn's got it down there.
Thank you. You always can count on someone in the chat to get it.
I can't pronounce it. I knew what it's spelled like, but pronouncing it properly is the hard thing. Yeah. So,
but he would make it with. He made it with much longer pasta. He made it with. He would never make it with the small pasta. Sometimes he'd make it with just regular linguine, or he'd make it with like big elbows or something. Yeah. But I just never liked it. Yeah. But I never liked the beans. The beans I never liked. Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe.
Yeah, like that. That's more like what he would make it with the beans like that. Now, I do like beans better. So I probably, maybe I would eat it more. But yeah, see, pasta fazool in Newark. Fazool in New York Italian dialect. Yep. Pasta fazool. Yep.
I think a Ghostbuster now. Zool.
Yeah. So yeah, some Calabria. There we go. Yep. So that's where they're from, and he was from around there in Italy. My grandmother would say, "Get back to the heel of Italy where you belong." So
from Calabria.
From Calabria, yep. Calabria, yeah. Calabria, yep. Yeah, so small pasta, elbow. Yeah, he usually do the elbows, I think, yeah. And cannelli beans. Barley beans, I said. I never liked those beans though. But maybe I would like it more now. Yep. Yeah, some bean soup were other thickers, yeah. So pasta fazool song, yeah, and that's amore. The stars make you drool just like pasta fazool, that's amore. Yep. All right. That was good. Yep. But I don't know if I would eat. I guess I would try it now, but just not my favorite. Yep. And E-Clay says my mom makes this with white beans and red beans. I love it. Yep. And Brian says I'd eat that now if I could. Yeah. Definitely for sure, right?
Yeah.
I hope we made everyone hungry. Yep.
You did. Made me hungry.
Yep. When Dad Man's got to head out, but I think we're gonna stick to like 2.5 hours here. I think that's a good because I got a lot of stuff to catch up at work because I missed a few days being sick. So we'll do an early. We'll do an extra. Well, it's still 2.5 hours. So
yeah.
Unless anyone has
Did you see the one?
Oh yeah, let me show the meme. Yeah,
the meme.
Me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devin. I have a
and,
very bad memory.
Coming up in the next few weeks, we're going to have it. Well, actually, this month. Oh my gosh, I got to get busy planning. This month, Ghostbusters comes out. The new Ghostbusters comes out late on the 22nd. I'm going to be try to later down in the month. I want to set up a couple nights talking about the first and the original and the Ghostbusters 2 and Afterlife. Maybe even kick the tires on 2016 to let people roast it pretty good. But
good luck on that. I wouldn't watch that one.
Well, it's always fun to chat about.
You watched it?
Yeah, one of my good friends loves it. Loves that movie.
What?
You can if you're willing to call it not a Ghostbusters movie, if you're really willing to completely separate it, it is possible.
Wow, you could defend
2016
Ghostbusters. Oh my god.
My friend would never come on YouTube, but if I could get him to go on, but I've had not like good-natured fun, chats. He's like, I like the 2016 movie, and he's a huge, massive original Ghostbusters
horrible
fan.
Taste.
But he
and he can't be a Ghostbuster. No Ghostbusters could like that.
Like I said, you suspend disbelief and reality, and write it off as not associated with Ghostbusters. You could find a way to like it.
Wow, it's unfunny as everything I've seen. All the scenes I've watched from that movie are so staggeringly
when you watch them
unfunny.
they had good scenes. There were some good scenes that were funny in there, which you did if you didn't see them, because a lot of them were in the previews. And I think that's the risk you take. Oh, there we go.
Thank you, Devin.
No
Do you know who did that, or that you just found on the interwebs? Or
I just found it out there on Twitter tonight.
We have to save that for Saturday Night Star Trek. Yeah.
There you go.
11.
It's
That's
out there.
Hysterical.
But yeah.
Although they didn't even Photoshop out her arm fully here.
And you're still friends with him.
Yes, I am. Yeah. He's a really great artist and designer and maker, but I just I'm like,
does he like it for DEI reasons?
No, he liked Chris Hemsworth and he thought it was funny. And I'm like, I didn't laugh at the movie. But what are you
There were certain scenes that I liked that I thought were effectively funny, but they're the scenes that you do not see in the commercials and the advertisements. But it was disjointed. It was not the best movie, but it I don't know. It just maybe we're drunk or something. I don't know. But
what are you going to do if someone tells you they laughed at the movie and they liked it and they thought it was fun and like they enjoyed it?
Look, I survived The Village. I have seen bad movies. I have seen non-redeemable movies like The Village, and the Ghostbusters 2016 was not the best by any stretch of the imagination, but it was survivable if you don't try to make it a Ghostbusters movie. So,
yeah,
but you can't consider it Ghostbusters. It's just it's its own thing.
Okay. No.
I just didn't find the plot very good, but I guess Crimson.
What plot? It really didn't have a great plot either. I mean, it's one of those that it either hits you or not, that type of thing.
Yeah. The only problem, is I think that Chris Hemsworth they saw his his love of comedy, and he does have great comedic chops there, but unfortunately that kind of skewed. I think they saw that, and he does have a knack for that delivery, and then they kept adding more and more of that crap to the MCU. So the joke, we got the jokey Thor, right? Which,
right.
And unfortunately he's good at it. So like I did watch finally started watching Babylon 5 all the way through.
Really?
Made it, because you made me do it.
My fault.
Yeah. So I did watch the pilot, which is basically I guess a whodunit.
The Gathering,
but The Gathering. But I guess that's just, and a lot of the characters don't.
It gets way better.
You said it gets way better. No, the first episode was okay. I thought it wasn't
Midnight
great.
on the Firing Line.
Yeah, it was okay. Didn't grab me like, oh, this is amazing. But I guess you got to know the characters. Once you know the characters more, then you'll get
that's
into,
that's a good starting point, really. But I still think people should watch The Gathering just because it was,
Yeah, but that actress, I was gonna say, like bad acting. Who was the security chief in The Gathering? She was horrendous.
Yeah, Garibaldi so much. No, I mean the first officer. You mean right?
Yeah, the first officer. Yeah, let's see. Who was?
You're gonna love Claudia Christian. She's great.
Yeah, so she was the replacement, I guess, right, for that character.
Susan Ivanova is a great character.
Yeah, so this character in The Gathering. Let's see. Do they show a picture of who it was? You know, let's say Michael Harrod's Jeffrey Sinclair. Yep. So unfortunately, he's only on for the first issue. Now she was horrible in that role. Is she still acting? Is she still acting?
Picture of her? Are you looking at pictures of her?
Yeah. Oh, you know, it would help if I shared my screen.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Boomer moment here. I mean, I don't know what happened, but she was
in Cobra Kai.
Okay, yeah, she was in Cobra Kai. Okay.
She was in Karate Kid 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Okay.
She was a really cute girl, and then she was just on The Gathering pilot. And for some reason, they changed first officers.
Well, her acting in that movie.
Yeah, she's not the greatest actress, I guess.
Was not good in that.
Yeah.
Oh, she's Kumiko. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh my,
yeah.
She's gorgeous.
But
yeah.
If you do get into the show, one of the reasons you will love Claudia Christian. She is such a great character. I mean, Susan Ivanova, love her. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. So 1993. Wow, she was just terrible. I don't know if it was maybe the sci-fi stuff or I know when the last time you watched it, but my God, it was bad. I mean, it was
the last time. I think the time before last when I binged it, I watched it again, but then I went and binged it later again because I right now feel like going back right now. If I went like right now to start watching it over, which I might, I would start at the first episode. Maybe I can't take the pilot. It almost made me not want to watch the series back in 1993 or whatever when it aired. I saw and I was like, now when you saw it, it had normal music. I think.
Yeah.
I think initially when it aired, I'm thinking you saw the one that had the new music. They had this weird rock and roll type soundtrack that was like, what is that? It's a science fiction show in a space station that sounds like shite.
I didn't hear any rock music. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the opening theme, if you could probably find it somewhere, and then later he was able to go back and change it. But that's from the Gathering. Yes, you got that doctor's change. They changed doctors as well. But they use it in the story, and yeah, she's not that good.
Her acting in that was, or I always want to be nice to actors, but maybe it was the dialogue, or came off so stilted. And I always thought this was the alien, but that's his life support suit.
Yeah, that's his life support. I love him. That's Kosh. And
I was originally, but then I knew it was. Then I learned years later it was a life support suit. But initially, I thought that's what he looked like.
They're the Vorlons. Yeah, so of course I love Garibaldi. You'll end up loving him. She is not the character that she becomes a great character after a while. Myra Furlong, rest her soul. Delin right there, she starts out kind of different. She looks terrible in that pilot right there. Then later she looks to the right. She looks a lot better than the one on the right.
Change the makeup,
Jeffrey Sinclair, the guy who plays Sinclair. What's his name? Michael O'Hare. Not the greatest of actors, Sinclair, but Sinclair becomes a pretty good character. But what you're seeing right there, Bruce Boxleitner, man, oh man.
But so her character, right away with the first episode, she's a kick-ass character, much better than the the original character.
This guy right here, Andreas Kostillas, you'd think when I first saw him in the pilot, the second pilot, I'm not going to like this guy, and not just because he looked like an alien. He has one of the greatest character arcs of any show I've ever seen in my life. I mean, him and Londo as well. The guy with the funny hair, he's terrific. And Garibaldi's terrific. This show.
So they basically ignore the pilot.
They do reference it because it's important to the story. So it's kind of like that doctor. You wonder, why he's been replaced, and they go back to it later. It has a lot to do with the story. So they don't ignore it.
They don't ignore it. Okay.
It's part of the story.
Some pilots are like they don't exist. Now the special effects. I mean, this is when they first. I think it was the first series that tried to do all CGI.
The video toaster, they called it.
Yeah.
Video toaster.
So it's off-putting when you see it. I mean, back then when it first came out, God, it was groundbreaking, but it never looked great when it I know I appreciate what they're trying to do.
Bother me at all.
Yeah,
I love them. Now
I like the practical effects better.
They've remastered them. Yeah, I mean, they did that to save money, I guess, what they did with it, but it never bothered me. And as long as the story's good, I don't care. But the remasters look pretty good.
But they upscaled them, yeah.
Here's the thing: you can say what you want about the effects as far as like the outer stuff. The sets are incredible. Especially later on, the more they go, because that station is on the inside. I think it looks it's in a way I like it better when I'm watching it. I get more immersed in that station than I do with Deep Space Nine. I think Deep Space Nine looks pretty good inside. The promenade and all that stuff. They do a fantastic job on Deep Space Nine.
Babylon 5 seemed to copy the promenade on Deep Space Nine. Just kidding. Babylon.
No, it was ripped off.
Babylon was ripped off. Yeah, with the
land and the promenade. Look like it that much though.
Yeah, one of the scenes in the pilot really looked like. I'm like, this looks like they're going through the. I guess, of course, if you're doing a space station,
Babylon 5 is way bigger than that.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's
right?
miles across. It's miles long.
Yeah,
it's 5 miles long or something crazy like that.
Yep. So I watched that The Gathering, and then we got to get Dad Man here. We'll cut it. Yeah, but
head out, dude.
What's that? If y'all want to keep going, I'll go ahead and head out now. If y'all want to keep going, it's up to you.
We'll talk about this for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. So
and then we'll get out of here. But why don't we let Dad in here because he's
okay. Whichever way. I can stay for about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just do 5 minutes.
So
I'm going to keep
the flow.
I'll keep you guys updated on my love of or hate of Babylon 5. But I went to the first did the pilot in the first episode tonight, and then I've been watching this series, which For All Mankind, which I'm almost finished with the second season, and I'm debating whether or not Raquel would like this. She might like it. Season 2 is a lot of drama. I don't think she minds the drama if it's integral to the story, though. So, or this husband and wife relationships, a boyfriend. Not so much romance.
They have it in Babylon 5 too, and she seemed to like it.
Yeah, so it's not so much romance as characters, that just their life evolution, I guess, right? I mean, it wouldn't be you can't have a story without relationships. It can't all be in outer space if you're telling that a lot of it happens on the ground with the astronauts. So the basic background is instead of the Soviets having all the disasters in their program, they actually land on the moon a month before we do. So initially they're going to shut down the Apollo program, but then it turns into a never-ending space race. So, the Soviets tried to land an orbiter or a remote, robot the same day that we tried to land on the moon. It failed, but you found out a lot of stuff, years later once the Soviet Union crashed, crashed and burned. So we found, all the KGB files, everything was released. So this isn't Ronald Moore from New BSG. And I think some other people that worked on Star Trek Voyager, our favorite show, but Joe Manoski. But it's a take is, what happened if, the space race kept going, right? We kept pouring tons of money into the space race and it never ended. So, they're talking about going to Mars, and I don't know what happens in the fourth season. It looks like they get to Mars eventually, I guess. Of course, then there's a race. There's a race, a moon race, an arms race starts on the moon. So you can imagine, the Soviets and Reagan era. Reagan is president at one point in this series, and who's claiming what, and what's happening tech wise. And of course, there's some amazing footage and rescues and missions that go wrong. People die. This is not. It's not really a spoiler to say that they have astronauts that passed away, because they do follow. Apollo 1. They obviously follow that tragedy where we lost the 3 astronauts on the ground in that test mission. So they do take things, but like for example, because the Soviets land on the moon early, Ted Kennedy doesn't go to Chappaquiddick, and Mary Jo Kopechne is not killed that weekend. So then it turns out he becomes president in this alternative future because that event never happened. so it kind of takes those branching. I don't know if Go Away, Captain Infinity is still here, but John Lennon's still alive in the show.
Oh.
So John Lennon never, like, little things happen and change, like, like a butterfly effect. So it's very well done so far. Season 2, maybe a little bit too much of the personal relationships, but now they're ramping up towards the end. They're ramping up a lot of the space stuff, as you say. So so far, I'd say I'd give it a thumbs up. But I'm trying to think I think Raquel maybe should try it. If you like the science and the tech, it's got a good mix there.
I like it.
Yeah, Dabman, I'm guessing you haven't seen this, or
Nope, I'm not. Nope. I have not.
Okay,
it looks
so
interesting though, from it.
Yeah, and the good thing is there's like my wife really likes it, so there's a good mix there with and like, let me get her to watch like a sciencey show, right?
Yeah, there you go.
But it has it works for both, because I don't know if you saw that item in the one of those studies that said men and women think differently, or their brains can operate differently. There was a study out. I'm like, I can't believe that men and women sometimes like different things. Inconceivable.
No,
inconceivable.
Yeah, this reminds me of a movie that I don't think it's still out. I don't think it lasted. About the International Space Station that was just out in the theaters. They portrayed it as like a East versus West thing.
Oh yeah, what was that called?
It was like a space station or ISS or something, and basically the orders were to take over a space station if something happened down on the Earth, and it was really.
Oh, here
bizarre.
we go. Yeah, ISS.
Yeah,
it fails to launch.
It's
I guess. Oops.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I see it had I was watching the trailers and it seemed pretty good. Then all of a sudden, when they had the whole Earth blowing up, and then it's like, I don't care about country when you're stuck on a satellite with other people. What good's it going to do to keep the satellite?
Yeah,
you're not going to land.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So audience said C minus grade. Yep. The Mean Girls continues its reign. God, I vaguely remember that mention of that movie. Ouch. And our TNZ is still lurking at work. Sorry, you're still stuck at work. Yep. Yeah. So this, I think maybe I saw one of the trailers for this. Oh, I guess that kind of happens in For All Mankind, I guess, because if they had the Korean airliner 007 shoot down in the series, and then that has ramifications. So I guess, what would happen if astronauts were on the ISS and then Russia and America go to war? Unfortunately, right? We're still sharing that space station. Yeah, but a big dud.
What went through my mind at that point was, well, wouldn't you at that point be about self-preservation? Right? Like all 6 of us or 8 of us from both countries is like, well, forget what happened down there. We kill the other guys, and we even have fewer people left.
Right. I mean, it's so life is so fragile up there.
Well, that's how my mind goes on stuff like that. It's like, I just didn't get into it, but it seems stupid. So.
Yeah, and that's something. Yeah, that you want to have a conflict between the astronauts. I mean, not so good, right? I mean, so. I mean, yeah, that's not. You want to cooperate, I guess, right? Yeah, like you said too. I guess at least you could take the capsule out and pull the plug as you go, but you sabotage it, then you're going down too, right?
Right. Where are you going to be?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Russia filmed the first flying movie, first movie. Yep. Oh, I think Tom they were talking about Tom Cruise, Clever and Tom's favorite actor, going to do a movie in space. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's really get out of here.
All right.
We held that man over, but
it's okay.
We got it.
That was fun.
We got him a little. We got him over. So, Dadman, what Well, first of all, you got the missus coming up, so the morning show. So let me put her link in the.
Yes,
in
every
the chat
morning
first.
at 10. Every morning at 10 a.m. She does her morning musings
10
with
a.m.
Mrs.
Eastern.
Dadman. 10 a.m. Eastern. Yes, morning musings with Mrs. Dadman. Get your daily dose of positivity. So on Wednesday she'll do a puzzle instead of the slides and stuff like that. But listen, it's fun to watch her, especially when she gets into some of that stuff and starts laughing and can't stop.
Yeah.
It's just so cool to listen to. So check her out with that tomorrow afternoon at 1:00. I believe she's having a build stream along with Masters Maniac Mexico.
Nice.
Who's also going to be building with her. So they're going to do some duo. Those are the big things with her channel. Let's see. I gotta look at my calendar behind me. What is this? The 4th. Okay. Tomorrow night at 7:00, I've got Barry Plays 28, who's a theme park streamer, coming on. We're going to chill and talk about theme parks and other stuff. Of course, the random Fortnite streams. Thursday night, Hungry
Well, the
Boy.
season ends, right? This week, Fortnite.
Yep.
soon?
Ends Friday. Yep. It's like early Friday morning. Yes, exactly.
Oh, we'll be playing late night Fortnite for that. Yeah,
We'll have to do that on
You
Thursday
should
night
do
for
your
Friday.
show. Yeah, you should do your show and then go to my show. Yeah, we stream
Oh, well-
Fortnite all night.
Well, it's overnight Thursday. I think.
Oh, it's
it
overnight
would be-
Thursday.
It would be ending. Yeah, I mean, y'all have Clubhouse on Thursday night. It would
Oh,
have to
okay,
be
well, after
right,
the
right.
clubhouse, I could play. I guess. Yeah,
As long as they cut it off. Well, that happened to me.
I can
and you
join your
one time.
stream.
Yeah, we did that once, Mark. Remember when they cut us off and said you got to go
Yeah.
home? It's
Yeah,
like,
you can't play Fortnite anymore. Yeah.
it's like, but on Thursday nights,
Why did they do that?
well, because they were changing seasons
The
and they were
update.
upgrading everything.
Yeah, so that they
Weird.
closed the game. Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Thursday at 9:00. Of course, I got the random streams that could happen anytime, but Thursday at 9:00, I've got going to have Hungry Boy and Lisa talking about Mars Attacks. So
Oh, classic. Yep.
we're excited about that one. And then on Friday night at 9:00, we're going to resume season 2 of Buck Rogers.
Oh, you're gonna
and
do
the
season
20th
2.
Century.
Awesome.
We are going to do season 2. Yes, I got to get the promos and all that out there. So, but yes,
Wilma
exactly.
has not as good of a costume in season 2 with that. Isn't it
She
the
looks
one where
like a
she's got
sock hop waitress. Yeah,
Yeah.
roller skate waitress. Yeah, but
And
So that's what's
Lisa's got
coming
her own icon on my YouTube channel too now. So Supergirl. So you can use
Exactly.
that if you remember.
Exactly.
Yep. And we'll put the dad. There's the Dad Man. So check out. I'm sure everyone here is sub to Dad Man, but if
Absolutely.
not, maybe you might not be sub
Please
to the
do.
missus. So sub. Yep. So she's
Yeah,
got some
please
great.
do to both of them. Yeah, get the missus past me. I'm
10
only
PM
14.
Eastern.
I'm only
Yeah.
14 away from 600. So yeah, hey, come
Say
hang
hi,
out.
to, say hi to Hungry Boy for me. I don't see him anymore. So
Absolutely, will do. Yeah, he's hit and miss too here. So, but yeah, I'll definitely pass it along.
Yep. So Clobberin' Times, you've got 2 shows on Monday night this week, or you're going to J-Man's channel, and why don't you tell us what you got coming up?
J-Man's channel at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time for our Leisure Superheroes reviews that we're doing, and then Monday night Marc D Comics Talk at 9 p.m. Central. Tomorrow night, 8:30 Central. On 6 Central. I'm sorry. I'll be on Midnight's Edge After Dark with Tom and the gang, and then at 8:30 Central, I'm gonna have a member stream. So it's gonna be. And then,
Awesome! Yep.
yeah, I'll be on McLoki on his little comic roundtable on his channel at 7 on Wednesday night. I think we're doing it, and then my channel back there for the wild card 9 p.m. Central, and of course Loki's again at 6. Oh, excuse me, Tom's again at 6 on Thursday, and then the Clubhouse. Then and the usual shows.
Yep.
And thanks for
Nice,
having me,
nice.
bud.
No, I always appreciate you being here, and especially also Dad Man, and shout out to your mom. Hope she's feeling better
Yes,
soon.
absolutely.
On her way.
Yep,
Getting
absolutely.
better. Yeah.
Thank you.
We need Doc McCoy to pay her a visit. Yep. So
Just don't put him in the transporter. He wants the shuttle.
yeah, wants the shuttle. Yep. Yeah. And let me play my video for my channel members. I still haven't updated this, but I think it's got most. I think it's got most people in it. So let me play that. So if your name is missing from there, I apologize, but I always want to shout out my Patreons as well. So that's Brian Hepburn, Larry, RobAltis, and Shooter. So thank you very much for being supporters on Patreon. And yeah, this was a fun night tonight. Always great to hang out. So thank you to Maddie's daddy, Steve Mitchum, for hanging with us. Thank you to Clobbering Times. Courtney sends her regrets. Geek and I was out of commission with his voice tonight. Hopefully he's feeling better. Of course, I got to play this with Dadman again, right? Let's play. Yeah. Where are they? Yep.
Where'd they go?
Right there.
Oh, screw you!
And we haven't done nerds in a while here, so let's do nerds.
Get those nerds! Nerds! What?
And we've got.
There's only one thing I want to say to you, Commodore.
You're a dumbass.
That one's pretty good.
You're a dumbass.
Well, a double dumbass on you.
They're both pretty good. I don't know which one's better, but yeah, they're good ones. Yep. And since we talked toast tonight,
Would you like some toast? Some nice hot crisp brown buttered toast.
and so let's say thank you to everyone in the chat. RTNZ, Brian Hepburn, Wes Cagle, San Lee. Let's see who else was here. E. Clay, Brian. Let's see who else. Of course, JT Kirk and Gwagnar. And thank you again for those memes, Gwagnar. The Stream Element Spot. Darcipio, David D. I think I said Brogu. Polly's Minion was here. Let's do some scrolling. Simply Steve was here. And thank you, Dadman, for rejoining the channel. Corey was here.
Long overdue.
Let's see. We got Alaric Callison was here. Claude Salin was here. Lemon Pie was here. Fanty Outsider. And FKHC 2005. And to anyone who's lurking out there, thank you for being here. I want to thank, of course, your Muslim uncle for his super sticker. Thank you, your Muslim uncle. And RRTNZ with 2 super chats about Dune. And much appreciated. Thank you. And I hope your work day is going well. So everyone have a great week. Thank you, Joe Dog. Yep. He says, bye, everyone. Hopefully you guys will have a good one. Hopefully the weather out west will clear up and warms up for Maddie's daddy out there. And catch you on the next Sunday Night Geekery. And we'll be doing some watch parties too during the week. So look for those on Thursday night before the clubhouse. And Outer Limits, I got a lot of views on my Outer Limits watch party. So we'll see if we pick another episode of that. Or yeah, there were a lot of views. So there's couple more Outer Limits episode. I got Raquel to watch Out of Order, which is inconceivable.
Yeah, that's inconceivable. What are we doing this week? I don't even know.
Well, I got one more episode I wanted to watch.
I'll make sure you tell us. Let us know.
I'll let you know soon. Yep. So all right, everyone. So thank you again, Dadman and Clobbering Times.
Absolutely. And, have a good night, everybody.
Catch you all next week. Later,
man.
Gators.
Later. Bye, buddy.
Fun storming the castle.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.